Glory days of USC football return to the Coliseum. The Trojans are the fourth-ranked team in the nation. They have the tools to score at will and the heart of the receiving corps. Mike, just throw me the ball. Williams loves the long ball. The defense reminds the SC faithful of the wicked Wild Bunch, as this new bunch of hungry defenders has a habit of forcing turnover after turnover. Call them the Wild Bunch 2. History repeats itself. The Hawaii Warriors are looking to turn the Wild Bunch into the Mild Hunch. Quarterback Timmy Chang is out to prove the guys from Paradise are a force to be reckoned with. Oh, wow, this ain't no luau. Welcome to the Coliseum. It's time for the battle. USC and Hawaii are next on Fox Sports Net.
An absolutely perfect afternoon in Los Angeles, California, where we come to you from Memorial Coliseum. The Trojan fans are ready to rock. They say, bring on SC. Today on Fox Sports Net, it's a College Football Saturday presented by Kyocera. It's the Hawaii Warriors and the number 4 team in the nation, the University of Southern California Trojans. Hi, everybody. Steve Physiak, Tom Ramsey with you. There are some great defenses in college football this year. Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State, but there are many in the West Coast who feel USC's defense is the best in the country. They're fast, they're determined, and they are confident.
And they're very physical, Steve. You don't come by these rankings easily. You have to play great team defense. That's what Pete Carroll has his team doing right now. Yeah, special teams playing awfully well, too, but the defense has just shut people down. They've stopped the run. They've pressured the passer. They've intercepted the ball when they've had to. They've made plays all over the place. They shut out Auburn at Auburn. They put away BYU a week ago. They face a tough Hawaii team today, but look at how many players are contributing.
12 sacks in 2 games. They led the Pac-10 in just about every defensive category last year, and they probably will again this year. But they better play well today because they're going up against a Heisman Trophy candidate in quarterback Timmy Chang in Hawaii.
Well, they'll be tested because Timmy Chang is one of the players, one of the best players at his position in the country. He can spray it all over the field. He was 4th last year in total offense in the country. He was number 1 in total offense 2 years ago. So expect him to throw it a lot, possibly 50 times today.
It's Hawaii against USC. Let's go back to the studio.
Steve, Tom, we look forward to it alongside our Hall of Famers, Kellen Winslow, Billy Ray Smith. I'm Mike Goldberg. Let's get you caught up around the Pac-10. A heartbreaker in South Bend last week. This week, Washington State is at number 17, Colorado. The Cougars up early. Let's watch Joel Klatt. He has been outstanding for the Buffaloes so far. Rest of the Pac-10 Saturday. Beavers quarterback junior Derek Anderson picked 5 times last week. Matt Moore's out. Drew Olson is in his 6th career start for UCLA. The always electrifying senior Andrew Walter, number 16 ASU in a Pac-10 confrontation, Oregon and Arizona. But Kellen and Billy Ray, Washington State and Colorado. Kellen, let's start with you. This is a heck of a matchup.
It's a great matchup, and it's so important for Washington State, Billy Ray, to get off to a quick start after what happened last week in South Bend. If they don't come out early and score, no telling which way this team might go.
Well, the only thing that occurs to me as we see them score on this 74-yard pass from Matt Kegel to Sammy Moore, listen, are they going to be able to continue doing this? Because Bill Doba has said this team has to run the football, and I don't think they can win the game with just Matt Kegel throwing the football.
Well, they couldn't last week, and it'll be interesting to see if they hold on, if they can mount a lead this week. Speaking of mounting leads, if you want to mount a lead in your USC, look for this man. Mike Williams, over 100 yards receiving in both of the games so far for number 4 USC. USC Hawaii is coming up on College Football Saturday.
Hats off to Mom. She knew how to start your day off right. No toasty flakes for you. What you need is the kind of hot, hearty breakfast that would earn Mom's stamp of approval. So right now at Whataburger, we're serving breakfast biscuits for under $1. How about that, Mom?
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
2 seconds on the clock, and if he makes it, they win. The kick is up. It's good. It is upright. There's a whistle.
watch the bowl games this New Year's. Enter the Corona Beach Chair Quarterback Sweepstakes wherever Corona is sold for your chance to win a trip to watch the New Year's Day football games live from the beach in Cancun, Mexico. Are you a Corona Beach Chair quarterback? Make the Corona call.
Chevy Silverado, the truck that won Car and Driver's Best Pickup 3 years in a row. The truck with a better resale value than both Ford and Dodge. The truck that comes with bonus cash for $4,000 total cash back or 0% APR financing for 60 months. Chevy Silverado, the only truck for Texans and the only truck for you. Chevy, driving Texas.
Tools, tools, tools. When you got a job to do, they're always on your mind. And that's why you trust the store that loves tools as much as you do. More people buy their tools from Sears than anywhere else in America because only Sears has the best selection and all the top brands, including Craftsman, America's #1 tool brand. Now at our great weekend sale, save 50% on a great selection of tools, including our 248-piece Craftsman Mechanics tool set and our 15.6-volt Craftsman drill. Sears, good life, great price.
Raise the flag, raise the flag. Yes, you're ready for a little more poncho. Raise the flag, raise the flag. Yes, you're ready for a little more poncho.
Poncho's Piping Hot Sopapillas and Honey are free every day. Poncho's, fresh handmade Mexican food, great prices, and family fun. Still hungry?
Raise the flag, raise the flag. You're ready for a little more poncho. Mexican buffet.
When you're a Texas company, you got to do it right or you don't last. At Brake Check, doing it right means giving you free brake inspections, always. Doing it right means installing only the best parts. And that's why Brake Check gives you a guarantee that lasts as long as you own your car. Doing it right means providing you with everyday low prices. And doing it right means knowing that your time is valuable, so we get you in and out fast. Brake Check, we've been doing it right for Texans for 35 years.
Owens and the Niners, Falk and the Rams. Fox NFL Sunday this weekend.
College Football Saturday brought to you by Kyocera. Second game of our doubleheader. Number 4, USC. The defense has not allowed a rushing touchdown the last 18 quarters. Highest ranking this early in the season since 1988. An update from Columbus, overtime number 2. NC State gets the ball first. They have scored a touchdown. Ohio State is trying to answer and hold on to their 16-game winning streak. Our game today, number 4 USC. We've talked about the defense. Offensively, Matt Leinart was intercepted 3 times last week. 2
of them were picked, and so I don't think the USC coaches were really sweating that a whole lot. I think the thing you have to remember is Matt Leinart's just a sophomore, and he's stepping into a job previously occupied by a Heisman Trophy winner in Carson Palmer. And basically, I think he did a nice job learning from Carson while he was watching him last year.
It would have been a smart thing to do. Watch USC's defense. Timmy Chang gets rid of the football so quickly, even out of the shotgun. If they can't get a lot of pressure on him, watch them get 2 or 3 steps, then get their hands up, because there's some long guys, 6'4", 6'5", to knock those balls down.
And number 4 USC played against a high-flying offense last week in BYU. We'll see if they have adjusted defensively for this game. We will see you at halftime on the Nissan Halftime Report with scores from around the nation. There is Timmy Chang, nearly 4,500 yards last year. Steve Fiziak, Tom Ramsey, the kickoff coming up now.
Warning, you are about to experience the most addictive DVD of the year.
No! You are running out of time!
Stakes are too high.
Tell me where the bomb is!
24. Own Season 2 today.
It's not just the advanced technology or the world's best blades. It's the way it's all put together. No razor shaves better than Mach 3 Turbo. It's the world's best shave. We guarantee it or your money back. Mach 3 Turbo from Gillette.
It's a college football Saturday presented by Kyocera here in the city of Los Angeles at the Memorial Coliseum. The Trojans come out to play. The number 4 team in the nation on a 10-game winning streak. Hawaii and USC. The Trojans are 2-0 this year, having beaten Auburn and Brigham Young. Hawaii is 1-0. Smashing Appalachian State on August 30th. You see the 10-game win streak. Last time USC won 10 in a row in 1988. And Carson Palmer, last year's Heisman Trophy winner for
Pete Carroll, said he is the coach who's going to make USC what they used to be. And at Hawaii, June Jones has done just that. He is in his 5th year for the Hawaii Warriors. He played at Hawaii in 1973 and 1974, and the last 4 years he's won 30 ball games, and Hawaii has done a remarkable job. And you know what's interesting about June Jones? When he took over, they were on an 18-game losing streak. His first game in 1999, they lost to USC 62-7. But to show you his strength as a head coach, he turned that year around. They won 9 games and were co-WAC champions.
Well, they did get waxed a couple years ago in his opener, that's for sure.
Well, they have been waxed just about every single time.
Yeah.
173 points to 18 for Hawaii, but the last time Hawaii was here in Los Angeles at the Coliseum was 1930.
And Steve, they talked about how important this game is to their program, coming out playing the Trojans here in the Coliseum. It's huge, and June Jones feels good about this unit he brought out to California. I tell you, they're going to play tough today. I expect them, especially Timmy Chang, to have quite a day.
We asked him how big this game was against USC in the Coliseum, and he said, USC, Coliseum, it's huge for the entire state of Hawaii.
You bet.
Colleen will kick off as Hawaii won the coin toss. They elected to receive. Ross Dickerson is back deep, number 82. This young man can really fly. He runs the 40 in 4.4 seconds. And the kickoff comes to him near the 10-yard line. He'll try and get right. And there is the Trojans at the 23-yard line. The Kyocera starting lineup has to start with featuring Timmy Chang, the great quarterback. He threw for almost 4,500 yards last year, but 22 interceptions, and that's what he wants to cut down this year. The backs and receivers, Chad Owens, a fine wide receiver. Jeremiah Cochran was the WAC Player of the Week, 7 catches for 3 touchdowns. Hawaii's offensive line is very young, 2 freshman offensive tackles. The veteran, Moenoa, is 6'3", 327 pounds. Now Timmy Chang, a Heisman Trophy candidate. They spread everybody out, and Chang wants to throw and completes the pass near a first down at the 33-yard line. Britton Komine is the receiver off to the left side. And defensively for USC, brought to you by Kyocera, these guys call themselves the Wild Bunch 2. Great tackles. Patterson, Cody in the middle. Nazel and Udezi are the ends. Grudegood just binds the football. Lofa Tutupu is the middle backer, and Melvin Simmons is the captain and leader of the team. Will Poole will get the start at cornerback because Kevin Arbett lost for the season. Will Poole, number 28. There is number 6, Matt Grudegood, who just finds that man who has the football. A terrific linebacker from Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana. Chang rolling away from pressure. The pass is incomplete at the 40-yard line.
You see what Timmy Chang's able to do, Steve. When he feels a little pressure, he's able to kind of slide out of the pocket. And that's what they're able to do with that many wideouts. He's got to feel pressure and move away from it. Look at his numbers on his career. Over 8,600 yards, 50 touchdowns. Has a lot of interceptions, but throwing about a 55% clip. Pretty darn good.
Well, now on 3rd down and 3, you send 3 wide receivers off to the right side, including Jeremiah Cochran, who scored 3 touchdowns in their win over Appalachian State. Chang to the right, incomplete, and there is a flag. Will Poole looked like he got an arm on Cochran as he flew by, and this looked likely will be a first down for the Warriors.
Well, and this is the June Jones philosophy. Hey, keep throwing it, throw it some more, and you know what? Only good things can happen. What's the worst thing that can happen? An incompletion, he said. Timmy Chang just trying to throw a slant to the outside receiver. You see Poole draped all over Cochran's back.
So Poole gets the foul. He is the young man who's replacing Kevin Arbett at cornerback. Arbett out the rest of the year, and USC is appealing to the NCAA to give Arbett an additional year because he's missed 2 seasons due to injury, and he deserves it. An interception last week. They love his talent. He's a senior.
That's right.
Grew up in New York City, went to Boston College, and then transferred here.
Automatic first down as a result of the penalty.
3 left. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Now a man in motion. Say Pomele. Chang will dump it off to Cochran. And Cochran doesn't get much. The speed of the USC defense is remarkable, and there was Will Poole along with Kenichi Adesi.
Steve, one of the things that Pete Carroll talked about yesterday with us with regard to the defense was how fast they're playing, but also with the amount of confidence they're playing. And right now, when they kind of feed upon each other, and Pete Carroll, the architect of their defense, they zone blitz at times, they'll man up different times. They'll give you a lot of different looks, all based on situations, but it doesn't matter for Hawaii. You can be 2nd and 8, you can be 3rd and long, they're still going to come out throwing.
And that's what Pete Carroll said. It doesn't matter. They're not a 1st and 2nd down, get 3-4 yards. They'll wing it downfield every single time up like this. Cochran had the 1st down, Tom, and then he went backwards, so he'll come up about a yard shy of a 1st down.
Well, it depends where they give him the spot, Steve. They may be generous, but I still think it might be a real 3rd and short. Watch the ball come out. Chang sees his man Cochran, who sat down in the zone right there. Will Poole did a nice job closing, wrapping his arms around him. Take a look at Jeremiah Cochran. Had a big game last week. 7 receptions, 154 yards, 3 touchdowns. Actually, 2 weeks ago. They had a bye last week.
But his quarterback then was Jason Whieldon, because Timmy Chang did not play against Appalachian State due to an academic bookkeeping mistake. And he says he's even hungrier now. And he is prepared for several months, he said, for one team, USC. It is a 1st down. They did get a generous mark, so the Warriors have their 2nd 1st down in this drive after the first 2 teams USC has faced in the 1st quarter have done nothing. We're talking Auburn and Brigham Young, 2 very fine offenses.
And 2 different kinds of offenses.
Run and pass.
Yeah, really diverse in how they come at you. But they got a big test a week ago versus BYU. And they, BYU's able to run and throw it pretty darn well. USC did a nice job containing them. They'll be tested today. Timmy Chang under center, a rarity.
And he has a running back, that means. A tailback, John West, and they will give it to West. And wow, did you see how fast Omar Nazel got to the running back? Wow.
Nazel's really having a good season, Steve. Yeah, you got to know when he lines up under center, they're probably likely to run the ball, but Nazel is having a stellar season. Watch him crash right off the end. Beats his man to the outside, just comes down hard. He's able to read the play, Steve, and once again set the opposing team back for a loss.
Omar Nazel. So I guess the decoding of that is if he goes under center, there's a strong chance he could run the football. Now on 2nd down and 12, Chang with all kinds of time now dumps it off to his running back West, and West is slammed down at the 50-yard line and then fumbles the football, and USC has it. One official pointing in the directions of the Trojans, and now they have given it back to the Warriors at the 47-yard line. The side judge came flying in and pointed USC, overruled by the linesman and umpire.
And what they didn't give John West right now, there's his forward motion, stops right at the 50. Although the ball may have come out there, Steve. Take a look at it. He gets drilled right. Oh, yeah, the ball definitely came out. Grudegood, number 6, who's playing awfully well, too. The outside linebacker, Matt Grudegood, came up and just put helmet on the ball. Ball came spilling out.
Hawaii, 41 turnovers last year, most by any team in the nation. It's 3rd down and 9. They could go long because June Jones says, we don't care about a deep interception. What's wrong with a deep interception or a punt? Same difference. Let's see if they attack. Chang, downfield, incomplete. Chad Owens was the intended receiver near the 30-yard line. Now it'll be 4th down, and USC's offense will have it for the first time.
That's all you can ask your quarterback. A little pressure. He put it on the mark to Chad Owens, and it would have been a semi-difficult catch, but 3rd and long, that's the kind of play they need to come up with today, Steve, in order to have a chance to beat the Trojans.
Kurt Milne will punt it away for the Hawaii Warriors. And they decide to go for it on 4th down and come up empty. There is a flag down on the field.
June Jones saying, wait a second, that's got to be against USC.
And they snapped it to the short back, the protector, and he ended up, June Jones hot. He tried to get it out to the gunner, Steve, but they're just going to say the ball fell incomplete. I believe Chad Kapanui was the one who threw the ball. Kapanui, it was a direct snap to the protector. He ended up lining up, throwing the ball, becoming a passer. Let's take a look at it. Watch it. Ball will go to the up man. He'll throw it out here. And by golly, if that's not a flag, I don't know what is. The referees just flat out missed it. He got double bumped out there by two defensive players. And that's why June Jones is so hot. He said, hey, I have an eligible receiver running down the field, and he's getting mugged at the line of scrimmage. Come on, Jay Stryker, give me a break.
So June Jones has the argument. The only problem is he will not win. The officials have made their decision, and June has a great argument and is absolutely right. But USC will get the football in great field position. And you know what I liked about this? June Jones says, we're taking on USC. We've got nothing to lose. Let's attack them. Be aggressive.
You bet.
The NFL returns to Fox on Sunday, beginning with America's #1 pregame show as JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy get you ready for kickoff. Then the 49ers head to St. Louis to battle the Rams in a bitter game between division rivals, or the Panthers battle the Buccaneers in an NFC South showdown, or other regional action. Coverage begins tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Fox. The biggest stories are in the NFC, and the NFC is on Fox. The Kyocera starting lineups for the University of Southern California. Matt Leinart takes over for the Heisman Trophy winner from last year, Carson Palmer. He's thrown for 427 in his first 2 games. 3 interceptions, though, in the first 2 contests. Herschel Dennis takes over for Justin Fargas. Dennis had 85 yards in the opener against Auburn, but watch for Mike Williams, the brilliant receiver, 18 catches this year. Jacob Rogers is an all Pac-10 first-team player. Lenny Vandermeer will be the left guard. Patnick, Matuo, and Justice on that line. Time out on the field. We'll be right back.
Lastly, I've got an announcement that's going to make a lot of you happy. We're getting all new printers and all new copiers from a company called Kyocera Mida. Tell them why, Andy.
They're simple and easy to use. They're people-friendly.
You'll access everything from your desktop. Jen?
Because they're network-friendly.
They produce brilliant color with a cost of ownership. Tom?
That's budget-friendly.
People-friendly copiers and printers only from Kyocera Mida.
Gimme that, gimme that, gimme that.
Psst. Hey you, let me let you in on a little secret. Tony Roma's is a great place for lunch. The great $6 weekday lunch is our way of saying Tony Roma's is more than just great ribs. Choose from 9 lunches for only $6. That's right, $6. And this includes our healthy summer salad, sandwich platters, and Tony Roma's famous barbecue chicken with fries and coleslaw. Your choice, $6. Tony Roma's, now famous for lunch.
Okay, we got 3rd and very long. What's the plan?
Hold on. Their defensive back Miller's nursing a pulled hammy, so go deep. Love you.
Miller's got a pulled hammy. Go deep. Love you.
Get what you need from the internet faster. Sign up for SBC Yahoo DSL for just $29.95 a month, guaranteed. And you could win a trip to the Nokia Sugar Bowl. One more way, we bring it all home.
College Football Saturday on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Kyocera, the new value frontier. By Nissan and your local Nissan dealer. By Napa Auto Care Centers. Napa, get the good stuff. And by Wendy's. If you want to eat great, even late, remember Wendy's rules the night. It's a beautiful afternoon for college football. Temperature 81 degrees here at the Memorial Coliseum. A slight breeze coming in from the Pacific. And Matt Leinart brings his troops up to the line of scrimmage, which is the 46 of Hawaii. They're determined to run the football well, and they give it to Herschel Dennis, and Dennis gets very little, then skips to the outside and has about 5-6 yards. The Kyocera defense for Hawaii. Their D-line is experienced, starting 4 seniors. Lance Samoseba is a 3-year starter. The linebackers all have difficult names to pronounce, but they are fast. Kalili Moku is a man in the middle, 5'11", 243. Hiram Peters, Leonard Peters have played very well. They stuffed the run, and they have veterans at corners. All 4 defensive backs have started in the past. Now on 2nd down and 4. Leinart again goes to Herschel Dennis, and Dennis will get the first down to the 35-yard line. When we talked with offensive coordinator Norm Chow of USC yesterday, he said he was determined to run the ball. He wanted to give the young backs some confidence, and he really felt that when Justin Fargas got going last year, USC's offense took off.
Yeah, watch Kalili Moku. He shoots through, Steve, almost makes the tackle in the backfield. Herschel Dennis does a nice job keeping his vision, knowing where the play is supposed to be run. Just stay on your tackles, rear end, and keep running. Winston Justice, number 74, doing a nice job at right tackle.
Now they'll split 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Kerry Colbert will go in motion, and Leinart will throw. He has plenty of time down the field. Williams with the catch, first down to the 20-yard line. His favorite target, Mike Williams, 19th catch this year.
He's really the only target. Watch Mike Williams when I say that. He outdistanced everyone else on the Trojan receiving chart. But look at that. That's a difficult catch, Steve. The ball's behind him. He's coming across the middle, makes a catch. Mike Williams, he has 7 100-yard games to date in his career, short career, I may add, and 2 already this year.
Freshman All-American last year with 81 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now on first down at the 20. Colbert again in motion. Leinart to Dennis. Dennis, look at this speed. Herschel Dennis to the 15-yard line. Nothing in the middle. The ability to change directions and get positive from negative.
Now they like Herschel Dennis. He does have great moves, great quicks. You see him just stick his foot in the ground, change direction just suddenly. Dennis is one of these great recruits out of Long Beach Poly, Steve. He's a sophomore this year, and just Long Beach Poly right down the road turns out a lot of great players. Another one, Winston Justice, the right tackle, but look for him to carry the ball quite a bit today.
On second down, Leinart, play action, rolls left. He's got a man wide open to the 10-yard line as his big tight end, Dominique Bird. Bird gets the first down. They've lost Alex Holmes, their starting tight end for the season, so they expect big things from Dominique.
And that's a big loss, too. Watch tight end kind of delays, and then he's just going to take off. Leinart, a nice fake into the line, little West Coast offense wrinkle there. Just a little play action away, come out, sneak the tight end down. They do miss Alex Holmes, Steve. You mentioned Alex Holmes out all year with a back injury. Last year he had 29 catches.
So he will redshirt. Now from the 9-yard line, it is first and goal. Steve Smith is the flanker left. Dennis, big hole, and he slides forward to the 6-yard line. He's really sticking his nose up there after Brigham Young confused the USC offense for a while with that 3-3-5 attack.
Anytime you have variations in defense, whether it's a 3-3-5, whether it's a 5-3 type look for the front 8, Steve, or a 4-4, it's different blocking schemes. So it's always a challenge to know who blocks who. But I tell you what, the big rule, the number 1 rule, big on big.
Hawaii's defensive front must stop with Leinart. Will go to the air, throws to Mike Williams in the corner, incomplete. Just a little bit too tall for the 6'5" Williams. Good coverage from Kevin Milhouse.
Nice job by Milhouse. Watch, see, ball's on the far hash, right? So they give Mike Williams, they line him up pretty close into the ball, Steve. See, they motion him in, so he has all that room and real estate to run towards. And Matt Leinart actually puts the ball in a pretty good spot, but Milhouse right there to make the play.
You know Norm Chow is expecting blitz. How about you?
I would think so.
Heavy load look in the backfield. Play action pass. Leinart, end zone, incomplete. He was throwing for Greg Gunther, his 6'8" tight end, who also plays on the USC basketball team.
And that's a nice stop by the Hawaii defense, Steve. USC had a couple shots down there, but they toughened up when they had to. Nice play in there. And USC trying to get a little play action. You got to be able to run the ball effectively to make play action bite for you.
Ryan Killeen will come on for the field goal of 25 yards out. Tom Malone, the punter, will hold. Killeen has only missed one this year, and this field goal attempt is on the way, and it is good. And USC takes the early 3-0 lead on the Hawaii Warriors.
Some opportunities are too good to pass up. The Nissan Sentra.
How do you solve a murder?
Definitely ours.
When the witnesses
He looked like him. He's the chief of police.
and the leads
You get a good look at this fella? Kind of look like you.
all point to you.
You got something you want to tell me?
They set me up. Denzel Washington.
I'm not running. I need Prince ASAP. You okay?
Just do it! Out of Time. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, October 3rd.
When you're a Texas company, you gotta do it right or you don't last. At Brake Check, doing it right means giving you free brake inspections, always. Doing it right means installing only the best parts. And that's why Brake Check gives you a guarantee that lasts as long as you own your car. Doing it right means providing you with everyday low prices. And doing it right means knowing that your time is valuable, so we get you in and out fast. Brake Check. We've been doing it right for Texans for 35 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The entire world of extreme sports all in one place. Weekdays on Fox Sports Net.
The men of Troy up 3-0 on the Hawaii Warriors. The Nissan scoring drive, 39 yards in 9 plays. Killeen with a 24-yard field goal, and Herschel Dennis on the drive had 18 yards on 4 rushes. So they're getting the running game going. Now they must stop the Hawaii offense. Ross Dickerson is back deep. Dickerson at the 14-yard line. USC's kickoff return coverage much better than last year, and Jason Leach ball over Dickerson, putting him down at the 22-yard line. Today's first down line is brought to you by Net Zero high-speed internet.
And one of the reasons, Steve, that they are playing so well on special teams, you mentioned who made the tackle, Jason Leach. He's the starting free safety. Playing a lot of frontline guys on special teams this year.
That is the one area where Pete Carroll said, we will get better. He knew that Norm Chow would control the offense. He worked the defense. They had a lot of veterans back defensively, and USC was going to be good. They're experienced, but special teams, punting the football, kicking, and kick coverage, he wanted to be superior. Chang hits his target, say Pomele, or Chad Owens. Was it Owens? It was Owens on the catch. Bank of America higher standards on Timmy Chang. Look at this, 8.644. He needs to just average 3,200 yards per season to pass Ty Detmer of Brigham Young.
You know, 8,000 yards is a bunch, okay? It took me 4 years to get to 6,000 and some change, but I'll tell you, 8,000 is a bunch. 15,000, I can't even imagine that.
But Terry Donahue never let you throw it 45 times a game. You tried to talk him into it.
That's right, I'm still trying to talk him into it.
Here's Chang. Downfield looking for Cochran. This time Leach backs off, and he had a chance to just blister him, but it would have been so early he would have been called for the flag. There's Jason Leach, the free safety. This year he's working with a freshman, Darnell Bing. Last year he had the chance to work with the All-American Troy Polamalu.
And Steve, I just like this offense that June Jones runs, and Timmy Chang is at the controls. It just puts a lot of pressure on the Southern Cal and their secondary, but one of the things June Jones has said is, hey, we're going to take shots. We're going to keep taking our shots down the field, and when you line up 3 wides on one side, 2 on the other, that's getting after it.
Well, here he goes, and that means USC might be blitzing. No, they'll just rush 3. And they flip it to the left side, and the catch is made by Britton Kamine, and he will get the first down. Or is he?
Yeah, he went ahead and got it.
Yep.
Kamine did a nice job. Just a short out there. Watch the ball just come out of Timmy Chang's hand. Whoop, ball's gone. And that was really an unblocked rusher at the line of scrimmage at defensive end. They only rushed 3, but he came after Timmy Chang. But Chang's able to get the ball away. First down, Hawaii. Like it.
And they're giving the football to their big fullback, and I mean, he is a big fullback, number 16, West Kali'i Kipi. He's a true freshman walk-on from Oahu.
Kali'i Kipi is a nice surprise, Steve. He is a walk-on from Waianae High in Honolulu, and you know, here's a guy 6'1", 260 pounds. I'm watching him. I watched him get off the bus yesterday and run around the field. I'm like, who'd that? Where'd you guys get him?
And immediately June said, Tom, you better put him on your charts. We're using him tomorrow.
That's right.
Second down. Chang sends Cochran in motion. Quickly gets it off to West, and West is past the 45-yard line, gets another first down for Hawaii. Tom, I wanted to ask you about that. When we went to the practice for Hawaii, we saw a team spend more time on the field than any football team we've covered. They were there for 2 hours, and they went through a full practice. June Jones very serious about this game.
Yeah, and I think it's the opportunity, as you said early on in the broadcast, Steve, the opportunity for the University of Hawaii to come to the Coliseum, play against the Trojans, number 4 ranked team in the country. It's a great opportunity. And you know what? Why not come out slinging and bring your top-notch quarterback and let him fire the ball around the field on a beautiful day?
Well, he's 7 for 10 for 46 yards. They spread him out again. Very little pressure. Chang's going deep. Cochran's out there, incomplete. He had a step on Leach, but Chang's pass too far. And it will be second down and 10 yards to go. Well, June Jones took his run-and-shoot style from the NFL to Hawaii in 1999, and he quickly turned the Warriors into a top 30 program with one of the most exciting offenses in the country.
And, Steve, look at the ease at which he throws deep. Now, the ball's off the mark, but he almost throws it 60 yards. Just kind of, not even off his back foot. He just kind of, I'll give it a roll and see if Cochran can come down with it. He was in double coverage, but that's an outlet throw. Gotta like it.
Second and 10. USC will blitz. Chang in trouble. He scrambles away. He's got some quick feet, and he gets about 5 or 6 yards in a play. Now let's send you to our college football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Steve, third overtime. Ohio State leads NC State. 4th and goal, 1.5-yard line. Is T.A. McClendon stopped? The officials say yes. Number 3, Ohio State survives. They've won 17 straight. Steve Fizziot.
And Mike Goldberg, I remember when you went to Miami of Ohio, you'd get with your fraternity buddies and you'd drive to Columbus to watch those Buckeyes. So maybe a little bit of a smile from Mike Goldberg today. 3rd and 5 here for Hawaii. USC showing a 4-man rush. They flip it off to the right side and complete the pass to Gerald Welch, and will get the first down. Well, Hawaii, can they do it? I mean, we've seen 3 top 20 teams upset at home today.
And Steve, well, look, inside guy runs a shoot route just right to the sideline. He knows when he has to get 5 yards. Welch does a nice job. Watch, he's right here. He's going to just run the shoot out there. Chang, once again, ball comes out. Whoop. There before the tackler can get there. First down Hawaii, another set of downs. Doing a nice job moving the chains.
Chang sneaks away from pressure. Boy, he's got quick feet. Then he just sends it out of bounds and says, we'll live to fight another day. But Rams, I wanted to ask
ask you about NC State almost beating Ohio State, and 3 top 20 teams also went down to defeat. Can Hawaii do that with Chang leading the offense?
Well, you can do it if he's playing like this. Look at him get out of the grasp of Omar Nazel. And Steve, when you have an offensive line that's young, inexperienced, you got to rely on your veteran quarterback to make some plays. Right there, he just lives for another day. Now they got 2nd and 10. No harm, no foul. They can line right back up. This play, nice drive. 9 plays so far, 43 yards.
Chang will have Pomele go in motion, and they will run the football for a very, very short gain.
And let me tell you what Dan Morrison, their quarterbacks coach, told me before the game today, Steve. He said, hey, I said, how are you going to do today? He said, you know, Tom, Timmy Chang rises up to the big games. And I was like, man, I got a big smile on my face. I said, so we're going to see some good football. And he says, I suspect so. And that's the mark of great players. When a player like Timmy Chang, he puts up huge numbers. But you know what? Right now, he knows he's got a 3rd and 9. You convert. Now you're in red zone, looking pretty good.
June Jones told us he has been under pressure his whole life. I mean, he went to St. Louis High School in Oahu, National High School Player of the Year, played in many big games. Now on 3rd and 9, big time in this game, first quarter against USC. Trojans showing blitz. Grudegood comes. Chang completes the pass for the first down near the 20-yard line to Comian. Chang now 9 of 14 for 60 yards.
And Steve, one of the things we noticed yesterday, watch Comian up top. Nice job, just a little square out. Knows right where the chains are. Gives himself enough room to get out of bounds. But yesterday when we were watching practice, how accurate Timmy Chang was. He was on the mark. He's like a sharpshooter. He spins the ball in. The ball's right on target, right between the 8 and the 4. Good for another first down. Hawaii.
From the 20-yard line, Chang will go over center. Last time he did this, they ran the football. West is the tailback. And they do run the delay, and West gets very little. Now breaks free past the 15-yard line to the 13. Darnell Bing on the tackle.
Now remember now, this offense is not a newfound offense. June Jones had this with him at the Atlanta Falcons. He had it at the San Diego Chargers. He's got it at the University of Hawaii. Pete Carroll, on the other hand, has coached the New England Patriots and the Jets and the 49ers defense. This is some good football back and forth right now.
The 13th play of this drive. Warriors trying to get it into the end zone. Get their first lead of the game against number 4 USC. They run the big back. Khalili Kipi. He muscles his way to about the 11.5-yard line. They'll still need 2 more for a first down, maybe 3. Nazel was there for the tackle. So is Tutupu.
Yeah, this SC defense, Steve, they've been so tough in the red zone. This is where they've been at their best. Hawaii had a great stop a few minutes ago on USC on 3rd down. Right now, the USC defense facing a 3rd and 4. Hawaii 3 of 4 for 3rd downs today.
Kamine was all alone to the left side. Chang looked that way, and I'm not sure if he liked the way things were set up, and somebody set up wrong.
Yeah, they took the delay.
Does this bother June Jones that much, taking 5 yards? I mean, the offense style is 3rd and 3 much different than 3rd and 8.
In the red zone, yes. Yeah. And you know what? Really anywhere on the field, but I think it impacts you more, Steve, down in the red zone. You never want to take a delay down in the red zone. It's hard enough to get the yards. You want to be as close as you can get.
Well, they're staying with the same offensive look. 3 right side. Kamine off on the left. Blitz on. Chang's in trouble. He wings it to the right side, and it is incomplete. Catching the pass out of bounds was Gerald Welch. Welch only goes 5'7", 204. He is a junior from Oahu St. Louis High School, so he and Chang played together a few years ago.
LaJuan Ramsey there. And also, who's Kenichi Udeze there as well, putting some pressure on. I tell you what, now he came blistering in on Timmy Chang. Justin Ayat. Justin Ayat, very powerful legs, and this is definitely within his range.
Whieldon will hold a 35-yard field goal attempt to tie the game. It is on the way. It is good. And this game is tied at 3 with 1:19 remaining in the first quarter. The Warriors, the Trojans here in Los Angeles. Ayat ties the game.
Of learning, excellence, diversity, and opportunity. 10 campuses on islands of tropical splendor. The most unique educational experience on Earth. The University of Hawaii System.
Owens and the Niners. Falk and the Rams. Fox NFL Sunday.
Brad Sexton here, General Sales Manager for Ernie Miller Pontiac GMC. We'd be proud to show you around our 15 acres of new Pontiacs and GMC trucks and like new used cars. Here's 2 family cars you need to look at. The 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix is really sporty and is the most popular car in its class. Test drive it and you'll see why. And the new Grand Am has many extras and is a car the whole family will find to be very dependable. Come see them today at Ernie Miller Pontiac GMC, 4700 South Memorial.
Over 260 channels. I usually just focus in on what the customer, their needs and what they want.
I need parental control, and digital cable provides that for me.
I love the 45 channels of CD quality music you get with Cox Digital Cable. The 80s channel is my all-time favorite.
My hobby is TV, and with Cox Digital Cable, my hobby is fulfilled.
At Cox, it's all about you, the customer.
On Fox Sports Net.
Hawaii has tied it with an Ayat field goal of 35 yards. And Hawaii's scoring drive, 15 plays, beautifully executed by Timmy Chang. The field goal ties it at 3. Took 6.5 minutes off the clock. Ayat will kick off. Reggie Bush races corner of the end zone and the flag will be thrown. They could not get it into the end zone. About the 1-yard line, it skipped. And now USC will start with fine field position. They started with brilliant field position the first time from the 46-yard line of Hawaii and got inside the 10, but were stuffed by the Hawaii defense and settled for 3. Well, USC with a 10-game winning streak. Ohio State has the longest of the year. They won their 17th consecutive game in overtime over North Carolina State, 44-38, but 3 top 20 teams have fallen today. Number 6 Texas at home against Arkansas. Number 14 Wisconsin at home against UNLV. And number 20 Wake Forest losing to Purdue. Unbelievable. So you never know with Hawaii and their incredible offense against USC. They'll bring in Lendell White, the true freshman from Littleton, Colorado, who is Colorado's all-time rushing leader with almost 8,000 yards in his career. As a nice carry.
Lendell White, I watched him in the 5A game last year. Took my son and some folks. He played at Chatfield High, coached by another guy with pro football roots, Dave Logan.
Yes.
Who also does
wide
the radio.
receiver.
Yeah, does the radio for the Broncos broadcast, but he also coaches now. He has since transferred over to Mullen High School, a dominant program in Denver.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Leinart back to the ground. Herschel Dennis had a fine running effort on the USC Trojans' first drive and gains about 2. Galile Moku makes the tackle for Hawaii.
Chauncey Washington that time, Steve, number 25.
Excuse me, I thought it was Dennis. You're right, it was Washington.
Another freshman, and they're going to use. Look at Chauncey Washington's high school numbers. That's 1,500 yards.
I like the 11 per carry.
Yeah.
I'm sure his high school coach did too at South Torrance High.
Yep, South Bay. And they're going to use those guys quite a bit. They want to move the line of scrimmage and have that offensive line come off and attack someone.
That is the final play of the first quarter, allowing Matt Leinart to talk about this important third down play with Coach Pete Carroll and Norm Chow.
You'd never hear this from John, but he owns the best car repair shop in town. He's got a well-deserved reputation for getting it right the first time. He listens to his customers. He uses top-quality Napa parts, and he backs up his work every time. Now, as much as we'd like to take credit for it, a shop like John's isn't this good because there's a Napa sign out front. Fact is, there's a Napa sign out front because John's shop is this good.
There's a state where there's fun around every corner, where all cars are turbocharged, and there's a direct link between the right foot and a smile. Maybe that's why people who test drive a Saab usually buy one. This is the state of independence. Welcome.
Get attractive year-end pricing on a 2003 Saab 9.3 linear sports sedan. Now available for as low as $299 a month.
Well, I was raised in Texas. I'm tried and true. Well, I'm a lone star, son of a gun, baby. Red, white, and blue. I was raised in Texas till the day I die. Well, give me outlaw country, Willie and Waylon. It's a darn good life.
Brake Check. Doing it right for Texas for 35 years. Get your free brake check today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The entire world of extreme sports all in one place. Weekdays on Fox Sports Net.
Getting ready for the second quarter, tied at 3. Fantasy football players, listen up now. There's a show just for you with 30 minutes of who to start, who to sit, and who's the player you need to pick up. Our experts do the work to help you look like a genius. The ultimate fantasy football show Saturday night and Sunday morning only on Fox Sports Net. Check your local listings for the start times in your area. Here at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, the Trojans facing a third down and 3. Matt Leinart, in his first year starting, sends Colbert in motion. He will throw to the left side. There is a flag down, and Williams was bumped. Flags all over the place. There was one flag earlier, Tom, and then 2 on the Mike Williams mugging.
I lost count. Yeah, there were a bunch flying around, and it looked as though it was interference against Williams' team, but I'm not sure what the other flag was.
Right. It came out well early before the throw.
It might have been a motion.
Well, both will go against Hawaii, so the result will be a USC first down. Now the explanation to June Jones. We were talking with June yesterday about his run and shoot offense, and you'd think that because they throw the ball that they wouldn't hold onto the clock because they don't run it. But he said when we were in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons running the run and shoot, we led the NFL in time of possession every single year. And look at this. They have owned the clock 10 minutes to USC's 4:47 in the first quarter. Run the clock. Keep that football away from Matt Leinart and Mike Williams and Kerry Colbert.
Because a lot of people's impressions of the run and shoot, it's just you're running and gunning, and you might have a 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, but you know what? The offense, the way Hawaii runs it, it's calculated risk on every snap, and you can get some big plays.
USC, they will throw the ball a lot. Leinart is going deep, looking for Mike Williams, and was he bumped? No. Well, wait a second, a very late flag. I almost thought it was an uncatchable football. He was kind of bumped by Abraham Mimian.
Mimian, Steve, the flag is so late. I got to argue with the call. You're going to have some jostling for position, especially Mike Williams goes 6'5", 230 pounds. Mimian's a 175-pound guy. You're going to have, watch him up top. You're going to see when the ball, I mean, that's not interference.
No.
Ball's not even catchable. Oh, man. Anyhow. You know what?
USC has gotten 2+ calls on their side. One on the punt, the fake punt by Hawaii, where their receiver was blasted.
I say let the guys play because, hey, look, Mike Williams, we'll keep watching him, and we'll have some ISOs of him throughout the game. He's such a big guy. He uses his body sometimes to push off as well. They don't, you don't call those infractions because they're minor.
Williams goes to the sideline. Let's see if the Trojans run on this play. No, it's play action pass. Leinart will step away from the pressure. Now he'll run, and he will gain about a yard. Houston Alla was in pursuit and makes the tackle.
One of the things, Steve, and I'm not knocking Matt Leinart right now, but the things I see when I'm watching his feet, not super quick feet. I mean, right now he does elude a big sack, right? He does the right thing, which is get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he almost picked up a yard there, but he's not doing the Timmy Chang, spin out, save the play, get the ball downfield type thing.
I still think that will change just with experience. He only has 2 college starts, and Chang, this is his 3rd year starting.
Yeah.
Very short game. Wendell White. Kyga Kernan making the tackle.
Wendell White's a bigger bodied guy. He's a 230-pounder, Steve, and he can, interestingly enough, when he did play at Chatfield High School last year, he played in a version of the Denver Broncos offense. So a lot of that zone type of run, off tackle, and it fits with what the USC Trojans do. Southern Cal, they're trying to get a zone block and the zone push as well.
3rd down, 9 yards to go. Leinart, quick toss, and he threw it over the head. There was some miscommunication there because he felt that Williams was going to continue to go towards the flag. Instead, he stopped, turned around, and the ball sailed about 10 yards over his head.
Well, but here they bring on a weapon, Steve, that's really kind of benefited USC in their first 2 wins. They bring on Tom Malone, the punter, who's 2nd in the nation in punting, and here's a guy that's just knocking the heck out of the ball. Elected Special Teams Player of the Week. Doing a great job, averaging over 48 yards a kick.
Last year averaged 42 and was a freshman All-American. And as you told me yesterday, with a young quarterback, you can win a lot of games with a great defense and a terrific punter. Malone tried for the corner, but hits it into the end zone. And that will give Hawaii a start at the 20-yard line. That was the last thing Malone wanted to do, was get it into the end zone. And USC Hawaii are tied at 3 in the 2nd quarter.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Well, that looks good.
Oh, it's great.
Trying to eat a more interesting lunch? Well, Wendy's has a better way. A freshly made side salad, junior bacon cheeseburger, and an ice-cold Diet Coke, each just 99 cents. A lunch that costs so little yet tastes so good may tempt you to gloat.
What's that?
Tuna fish.
Oh.
Please, try to resist. Wendy's 99-cent super value menu. It's better here. And remember,
Jack Kissy Ford Mercury's 45th annual model closeout sale is on now. All 2003 Fords and Mercurys must go. The factory-authorized 2003 model closeout means in addition to Kissy's drastically reduced prices, you get all of Ford's rebates, low interest, bonus cash, and down payment match programs you qualify for. But hurry for the best selection. Your low overhead landmark is Jack Kissy Ford Mercury, just south of Claremore on Highway 66. Jack Kissy saves you money.
Finding and producing oil and natural gas is our job. Fueling our country, our state, our lives. But within this task lies yet another. Making sure the environment remains unharmed. After all, isn't that truly our most valuable resource?
Did you say something?
you're watching Fox Sports Net.
Hawaii and USC tied at 3. Today's first down line is brought to you by Net Zero high-speed internet. Steve Pizziak, Tom Ramsey with you at the LA Memorial Coliseum. A field goal from Ryan Colleen of 25 yards out, and from Justin Naya from 35 yards out. That's the story in the game. And now Timmy Chang, one of the great quarterbacks in the nation, goes back to work. He gets rid of it so quickly, and a first down fumble. Jeremiah Cochran fumbled the football.
Well, you heard the referee say white ball. But, Steve, it is amazing how fast that ball comes out. But, boy, did he get hit. Was that Chad Owens who ended up catching the ball?
Jeremiah Cochran.
I'm sorry, Cochran. Yeah, he got... Boy, they jumped on him, but Cochran, I believe, recovered his own fumble. Actually, Chad Owens was over there, too, wrestling for it in the bottom of the pile. But that was a hit.
That will make it 2nd down and 2.
This is when you take a shot deep, but, of course, USC back in the cover 2, so they probably know what Jim Jones is thinking here.
Cheng rolls away from the pressure, throws the pass, completes it for the first down to Chad Owens, his junior from Honolulu. 47 catches last year for Chad Owens and 2 touchdowns. Our accurate trivia question: last year USC's Carson Palmer became the 4th Pac-10 quarterback to win the Heisman Trophy. Who are the other 3? You finished what in the Heisman Trophy balloting?
Oh, I don't know.
Top 5, weren't
7.
you? Yeah.
No, 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Well, I just know that
it's only been 20-something years.
I have watched video of you for years, and you are a brilliant quarterback. With that mustache, you were even better. Here's the pass, tipped in the air, and incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Cochran had it in his hands, but could not hold on.
I think I know the answer to the trivia question, but I'll say that I don't want to wreck it for people at home.
No, you have to leave the drama for the people at home.
That one just escapes Cochran right there. Ball's a little high. Timmy Chang throws a hot ball, so expected hot. Usually he's right on target, too. Right now, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
I'm surprised at how little pressure USC has put on Timmy Chang.
You know what? They've really lessened their pressure. They're just bringing 4 guys.
Those are 4 pretty good guys, though, and here they come. Chang whips it off to the right side. It is incomplete. Did they rule that a catch? They rule a catch, and USC will run for the touchdown. Ronald Nunn.
You know what I'm most surprised at? They called it a catch because if that's a catch, wow. Steve, you know what? Again, not a good call, I'm going to tell you. But when you're playing with confidence, you're making things happen on defense, you get a call or 2 go your way. Timmy Chang fires the ball out. The ground cannot cause a fumble, okay? The ground cannot cause a fumble. So if he had possession and hit the ground, then the ball should be down.
Well,
if the ball was incomplete,
juggled it once, so I just never felt he had control of the football.
But the ground can't cause a fumble. It's not a good call. Either way you look at it, if the ball's, whether it's incomplete or not, I couldn't see it. You don't have the advantage of instant replay, but when you hit the ground, the ball comes out, the ball's down.
Ronald Nunn runs it in on the fumble by Gerald Welch, and USC takes a 10-3 lead over Hawaii. Did he catch it?
Who's going to invent the next internet? Who'll create the new museums, new treaties, new countries? Who'll create the new wealth? Who'll make art as everyday as coffee shops? And who'll make age irrelevant? Who'll make bridges that feel like music? We don't know their names yet, but we see them every day. USC, University of the 21st Century.
Tools, tools, tools. When you got a job to do, they're always on your mind. And that's why you trust the store that loves tools as much as you do. More people buy their tools from Sears than anywhere else in America, because only Sears has the best selection and all the top brands, including Craftsman, America's #1 tool brand. Now at our great weekend sale, save 50% on a great selection of tools, including our 248-piece Craftsman Mechanics tool set and our 15.6-volt Craftsman drill. Sears, good life, great price.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
No drooling this time.
Guys like Philly cheesesteak. Guys like Domino's Pizza. That's why Domino's created the new Philly cheesesteak pizza. Get a medium for only $9.99 and any second medium for just $5 more. Get the door. It's Domino's new Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Warning, you are about to experience the most addictive DVD of the year.
You are ready
running out of time! Stakes are too high.
24. Own Season 2 today.
College Football Saturday on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Kyocera, the new value frontier. By Domino's Pizza. Get the door, it's Domino's. And by WebMD, redefining modern medicine. We welcome you back to Los Angeles, California. USC has a 10-3 lead. June Jones has lost 3 arguments on very controversial calls by the officials. And the last one resulted in 7 points. Hawaii will take a knee, and they'll start their offense from the 20-yard line. Here's the controversy, Rams.
Okay, Steve. So here comes Gerald Welch. Does he make the catch? Well, whether he does or doesn't, okay, and I was not convinced, and that's not the best angle, but the angle where we saw it at, take a look at this one. I just don't believe he ever has possession. Okay, bobble. Where did he have possession?
He never caught it.
And even if he did have possession, once he hit the ground
he's down.
He's down. So the referee's flat out, swing, miss. You know, that's a miss. That's an unfortunate miss.
Chang back to work, flips it to the right side, and again, Will Poole will mug Gerald Welch. Welch had it in his hands and could not hold on. Now let's send you to College Football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Steve, number 8, Georgia, number 25, South Carolina. This is the Dogs. David Green to Reggie Brown. Georgia leads at the half, 17-0. Meantime, they have made it to the half at the Big House. Number 5, Michigan. Lots of Chris Perry. They are shutting out Notre Dame. Running the ball well again, Steve.
You know, Mike, we talked about great defense in Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State, USC. How about that Michigan defense? They're pretty awesome as well. Here it's 2nd and 10. Chang, with very little pressure, completes the pass to Kalmine, and he will get out of bounds up near a first down, about a yard shy, 3rd and 1.
Timmy Chang, very effective throwing that out to Kamine, Steve, and the ball again, with the velocity that it comes out and the timing it comes out. You see the numbers on Timmy Chang, 13-21, 90 yards. He's very dangerous. They don't put, you know, I wish I had that little chart tracker right now of where they've made a lot of completions. A lot of it's been on the peripheral. A lot of it's been to the flats and up the field. Not much down the middle against the Trojans.
Those corners are on an island. Chang rolling away from pressure. He has room to run. He throws instead and completes the pass to Chad Owens for a first down inside Trojan territory.
So here's Timmy Chang, 3rd and 1, rollout. He can run for 10 yards. He says, nah, I'd rather throw it for a 30-yard gain. Watch this. Little fake on the interior, freezes people, but watch, he's got 10 yards of running room right here. Instead, go ahead and throw it down the field.
That was a tough throw, too.
It was not an easy throw. It was a heck of a catch by Chad Owens, too. Coming across. He kept coming the whole way, Steve, knowing that Timmy Chang is always capable of doing just that, firing the ball out.
He's thrown 22 passes, completed 14 for 120 yards. 22 passes, and we still have plenty of time left in the second quarter, 10:31. Chang underneath, it is incomplete, and flags all over the place. Did you know Chang's record, and it's a Hawaii record for most pass attempts in a quarter, is 30? That's unheard of. You went 2 weeks one time not being able to throw 30 passes.
30's a bunch. Pass interference against the Southern Cal defense. Watch, they mug the receiver here. That's a mugging. Yep, sure enough, Komine trying to come down with the ball there.
So none has received a pass interference call. So has Will Poole, the opposite cornerback, who's replacing Kevin Arbette.
Well, and
none also returned that fumble recovery for the touchdown.
Sometimes those interference penalties on the short ball, Steve, that's okay. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad penalty. It's aggressive play by none.
First down, 35. Chang to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Hawaii. play, Gerald Welch.
Don't speak too soon, Ramsey. See, when I say they don't go down the middle much, all of a sudden, Timmy Chang throws the dagger right down the hash marks. Watch him step up in the pocket. Great job. Command of the pocket. Rifling the ball down the field. And watch Welch, inside receiver. Nice little shake here. He just keeps running, keeps on running. Ball's right on target. Inside the 5-yard line. Hawaii.
He is impressive. And you know what they're going to do every time? They're going to throw the football. Now they get Michael Brewster in as the tailback. A little delay to Brewster, and he is knocked back. There is the Wild Bunch defensive line leading the way. Sean Cody and Lofa Tatupu.
Lofa Tatupu, Steve, son of Mosi Tatupu, a former teammate of mine with the New England Patriots. And Lofa comes in, number 58, the leading tackler the first 2 weeks of the season for the Trojans. Transfer from Maine. Boy, that's playing football right there. That's sniffing out the ball carrier. Lofa Tatupu right on the ball carrier.
Second and goal. Hawaii spreads 3 wide to the right side. Chang completes it to the 2 and driven back to the 8-yard line is Gerald Welch. Let's see where they make this spot. It should be around the 3-yard line. Will Poole was there for the stick. So is Melvin Simmons, their leader, their captain. So Chang now has a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line.
And Steve, you may ask yourself on occasion why they run that short motion in and out. They're trying to determine man or zone. So in this offense, when Owens goes in motion or Welch goes in motion, they're always trying to identify man or zone down here, especially down in the red zone. They may run that short motion again.
Chang, at the last moment, throws incomplete in the corner of the end zone to Britton Kamine.
Timmy Chang once again feeling the pressure. Sean Cody up the middle. Mike Patterson coming around the outside. Kamine trying to come back to the flag. Chang just missing on the throw.
So Chang will head to the sideline in a field goal attempt of 20 yards by Justin Ayotte. Near the right hash mark. Whieldon has to call a timeout with 8:15 left. You could not get set and the clock was winding down. So timeout called by the Hawaii Warriors. They have been charging down. They have actually outdone USC's offense in this game, but a defensive touchdown by USC has given the Trojans a lead. Well, our Acura trivia question: last year USC's Carson Palmer became the 4th Pac-10 quarterback to win the Heisman Trophy. Don't reveal it yet. We're going to ask Tom Ramsey who the other 3 were.
Easy.
Okay, go.
Testaverde. What's the other Miami?
No, Pac-10 quarterbacks.
Oh, well, I don't know the answer then.
Terry
I was thinking,
Baker,
I didn't
Gary
even think.
Beaven, and Jim Plunkett, you knucklehead. Gosh.
I didn't even. You know what? Here I am. I didn't even read Pac-10. I was like, how many national guys? Okay. Terry Beaven, of course.
Of Oregon State. Gary Beaven of UCLA did more running than passing, and Jim Plunkett was all throw for Stanford. Well, this week, Rams on the undisputed champion of pregame shows returns as J.B. Terry, Howie, and Jimmy Find out of Tampa Bay is still the team to beat in the NFL. And after a week 1 win, we examine the Lions' rebirth under new coach Steve Mariucci. It's the Ford F-150 Fox NFL Sunday pregame show tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Fox. 20-yard field goal attempt by Ayotte. Good, and Hawaii cuts the USC lead to 4 points. When we return, we'll send you to our College Football Saturday studio for an update with Mike Goldberg.
Tonight on Bubba's Burgers Hardcore Football, we wrap up that big Texas-Arkansas matchup. Will it be an upset of Cotton Bowl proportions? The Cowboys tight end Dan Campbell played his first 4 years with the Giants. He returns in a different uniform and talks to us about that. We review the major high school games as well. It's all after the game tonight on Bubba's Burgers Hardcore Football.
Made its frame twice as strong when its strength already made it the proven leader. We increased its payload strength when it already outhauled the competition and gave it best-in-class low-end torque for the most pulling power. Why? Because you reap what you sow. Ford F-150. The Detroit Free Press calls it the best pickup truck ever. Only one truck earned the right to be the next F-150. And the next F-150 is now at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
Attention Kia buyers, if you want the best price in a 4-state region on a new Kia, you need to listen to this message. It's a fact. Ferguson Kia in Broken Arrow has the lowest Kia prices in Oklahoma. Whether you want the all-new Kia Sorento, the Kia Sedona van, the luxurious Optima, or a sporty Spectra or Rio, Ferguson is your Kia connection. All Ferguson Kias come with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile long-haul warranty. Remember, if you don't have the Ferguson Kia price, you don't have the lowest price on a new Kia. Ferguson Kia, 161st in the BA in Broken Arrow.
Fox Sports Net.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Coming up on the Nissan Halftime Report, I'll be joined by the Hall of Famers Kellen Winslow and Billy Ray Smith. One other Pac-10 game, Washington State at number 17, Colorado, and a thriller for the defending national champions. Working overtime at the Horseshoe. It's coming up on the Nissan Halftime Report. Steve.
I want to check out that Washington State-Colorado game, Mike, because Washington State almost Notre Dame last week. Bill Doba going home to where he grew up in South Bend, Indiana, and now he's taking on the Buffaloes. An aggressive schedule. Here comes USC, and they break free in the kickoff return past the 40-yard line to the 42.
Marcel Allman doing a nice job picking up the loose ball.
First and 10, USC. The NFL returns to Fox on Sunday, beginning with America's #1 pregame show as JV, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy get you ready for kickoff. Then the 49ers head to St. Louis to battle the Rams in a bitter game between division rivals, or the Panthers battle the Buccaneers in an NFC South showdown, or other regional action. Coverage begins tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Fox. The biggest stories are in the NFC, and the NFC is on Fox. Look at the total yards offensively. Hawaii, though, trailing by 4 points. The only score by USC. Here goes Herschel Dennis. A USC fumble recovery by the defense was their only score, and Dennis trying to break free and score another. Well, he rips off a beautiful run of 23 yards for a first down.
Well, those are two big plays, right? Back to back. Dennis hits it off tackle after a big return, but you just see his quickness and speed right there, Steve. He's able to get the corner and then get the ball up the field. Nice job by Herschel Dennis.
41 yards rushing and only 5 carries. He's the All-American from Long Beach Poly High School. They will send tight end Bird in motion. Leinart. Underneath he goes. A very short gain by Dennis to about the 32-yard line. Tyga Kernan in the tackle. Well, they bring them and they wear their colors. And they expected a crowd of 75,000 here at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Hawaii all jazzed up to take on the #4 team in the nation. They have played well.
Yeah, they have. It is a nice crowd. Nice day today, too.
Gorgeous. Matt Leinart, 3 of 6 for 23 yards. Meantime, Timmy Chang has already thrown 25 times in this game. Wendell White in the backfield. White gets the carry, and he only gets a yard, if that. I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage as Ikaika Kernan, a fast linebacker from St. Louis High School in Oahu, makes the tackle.
You know, Steve, I was driving over to the stadium today, and on the radio they said, hey, if you like a lot of football, you know, you got SC and Hawaii at the Coliseum at 1 o'clock, and then you can drive up the freeway and catch UCLA and Illinois at 5 o'clock at the Rose Bowl. I'm thinking, you know, people actually do that. They go see 2 games in a day. Wow.
There's a lot of good football in Southern California, and so many states come here in search of talent. USC won the recruiting wars last year, big time. Leinart to carry Colbert, and it is Colbert's first catch of the game. They are short of the first down by about 2 yards. Kevin Milhouse on the tackle.
How LA still doesn't have a pro football team, I'll never know, but you got two great college teams, that's for sure. Nice job by Leinart. That was a 3rd down and long. Now you're faced with a tough decision here, Steve. 4th down, and let's just say it, call it a long 2.
Either that or you're going for a 45-yard field goal. Pete Carroll has already made his decision. Let's go for it. They've got the big tight end Gunther left side. He's 6 feet 8 inches tall. Williams wide to the right side, the All-American. Underneath, first down. A pretty pass by Leinart. Just sent it right at the numbers of David Kirkman, the fullback from Mercer Island, Washington.
And you know what? That's a nice play. You know what? They put Kirkman in motion. He just runs a little F angle. It's this little fullback angle right underneath. Not meant to be a big gainer either, but Leinart, nice touch on the ball. You see where he had the ball up high, Steve, and the trajectory of the ball really just went down, right down to Kirkman's stomach.
Well, the Wendy's longest current win streak leaderboard, Ohio State won their 17th in a row. Boise State has won 12 straight, and USC trying for...
with their defense and their offense, because we knew offensively they were ready to attack USC.
Well, and right now this is a big stop for the Hawaii defense. If they can come up with one here and limit the Trojans to 3 on the board, you still give Timmy Chang. You still have Timmy Chang able to have enough time on the clock and maybe make something happen before the end of the half. Reggie Bush, touchdown! His first college touchdown, 23 yards. Got to like that off-tackle left for USC. Watch, they're going to hit it, bring it right here. Nice job. Another stretch play. They pull the guard.
Saturday Studios in Los Angeles. We apologize. We've lost our feed from the LA Memorial Coliseum. We'll get you right back out to number 4 USC in Hawaii in a moment. But Kellen, break it down so far. USC's defense being pushed a little bit by Timmy Chang and the guys.
Well, USC really hasn't got much going on in this ball game at all. And the one touchdown they do have came off of a missed call by the official. You know, either incomplete or it was down by contact by the ground. Just a bad call, but USC needs to get it going quickly.
Really amazing when you watch this game and you're seeing Tim Chang, the way he's playing after missing the opening game from being suspended for academic reasons. The guy's right back into the fold and doing the things that Timmy Chang does so well. I mean, the feet in the pocket, escaping a little bit of pressure from USC up front, and then finding his receiver. The guy is sharp.
While we wait to get back out to number 4 USC, let's get you caught up around the nation. We'll go through our scoreboards. We'll start with a Pac-10 game. Washington State at Big 12 Colorado. Cougars led late last week. Can they hold on this week?
Well, they've got to hold on because they can't afford to blow 2 big leads back-to-back.
Joel Klatt was hurt. He has returned for the Colorado Buffaloes. Elsewhere around the nation, the game of the day, number 3 Ohio State wins in triple overtime.
And Phillip Rivers has 319 yards passing and 4 touchdowns, but just throw all those numbers out because the Buckeyes win again.
Buckeyes are survivors, and I mean survivors. They're reminiscent of the Cardiac Kids, the old Cleveland Browns of a couple of years ago. Kellen, how does Ohio State continue to win these close games?
You got me. It just seems like they seem to get the calls and the way things have to go with the situation. We had a call in this game where clearly the ball was incomplete. It hit the ground. And the officials give the ball to Ohio State. A poor call. They go down and score, which turns out to be the score that keeps them in the ball game and sends the game into overtime as North Carolina State came back. A call like that. Hopefully the officials at this crew are writing a letter of apology right now, Billy Ray, to Coach D'Amato and to North Carolina State because they took this game from them.
Yeah, and I think that if North Carolina State would have started and played in the first half like they had in the second half, you saw a much calmer Phillips Rivers as he was leading his team back than he did in the first half when they were digging him that big old hole to start out in the third quarter.
Yeah, they started to go down the field.
Right.
They started to go down the field in the second half.
Somehow it's 17 in a row, though, for Ohio State. And they had a tough one last week at San Diego State at the Horseshoe. 5 straight to open at the Horseshoe for Ohio State. They remain unbeaten. All right, we're going to try to get you back out to the LA Memorial Coliseum for number 4 USC in Hawaii. We're going to take a timeout. Hopefully we'll be able to get you back to remote. If not, we'll see you right back here in our College Football Saturday studios.
You'd never hear this from John, but he owns the best car repair shop in town. He's got a well-deserved reputation for getting it right the first time. He listens to his customers. He uses top-quality Napa parts, and he backs up his work every time. Now, as much as we'd like to take credit for it, a shop like John's isn't this good because there's a Napa sign out front. Fact is, there's a Napa sign out front because John's shop is this good.
Behind them is a snippy maitre d' and a wilted Caesar. In front of them is a family drama playing itself out. But right now, life is perfect. Thanks to a full moon, a powerful engine, and the Autobahn-tested suspension of the Acura RL.
Going down. Yes!
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your deodorant is? Get Right Guard, the only one with a power stripe of extra protection. Right Guard, right to the end of the day.
A feast for your eyes, your soul, and your right foot. Presenting the 245 horsepower V6 Nissan Altima.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
No drooling this time.
Guys like Philly cheesesteak. Guys like Domino's Pizza. That's why Domino's created the new Philly cheesesteak pizza. Get a medium for only $9.99 and any second medium for just $5 more. Get the door. It's Domino's new Philly cheesesteak pizza.
We apologize for our technical difficulties from the LA Memorial Coliseum. Steve Fiziak, Tom Ramsey, we'll have you right back out to the USC game in just a moment. Let's update the score, though, from the LA Memorial Coliseum. Right now it is 17-6 USC. Reggie Bush just had his first career touchdown. Elsewhere, Colorado and Buffalo. The Cougars 23-13. Could there be a thrilling comeback for the Buffaloes as there was last week for the Fighting Irish? Time will tell. Bill Doba hopes not. All right, number 6, Texas. Upset Billy Ray by your alma mater.
Yeah, and they played great defense, and they were able to control the football. They had the ball for more than 10 minutes longer than the Longhorns. Longhorns got tired on defense.
I didn't realize you went to school.
Yeah, well, I didn't go. I played for them. I didn't go to school per se.
And your day, this was the game. And I'll tell you, for Arkansas fans, this was the game today. They knock off number 6, Texas. Another upset on this college football Saturday. How about John Robinson going into Madison, Wisconsin, and holding the Wisconsin Badgers to a field goal and a safety?
Everything that could go wrong for Wisconsin went wrong. Interception, fumble, missed plays on special teams. They did everything they could today to lose this ball game. Too many mistakes.
Yeah, 293 yards passing did the Badgers against 93 for UNLV and still lose the game because of those turnovers.
Anthony Davis was hurt in this football game for Wisconsin. That obviously made a huge difference. Purdue, they win against Wake Forest. They rebound after the loss at home to Bowling Green. They go into Winston-Salem and knock off Jim Grove's team for the first time this season.
Purdue's a very good football team. They didn't get off to a good start against the teams early in the year, but now that passing game is starting to click with a little bit of defense.
Yeah, now Jim Grove is finding out what it's like to be the hunted instead of the hunter, right?
So from West Lafayette to Winston-Salem, it could have been a historic day for Wake Forest, but instead Purdue wins. You see that as a minor upset. Obviously, you think think it's a minor upset for Arkansas as well. But some other games that were upsets around the nation. Texas, I mean, that's a huge blow. I'll take it to you because I know what you think about Arkansas. I'll take it to you on Texas, Calvin.
Billy Ray about Arkansas because
we know what he thinks.
Come on now.
He's biased. Let's just say he's biased in that poll. The situation here with Texas is the inability, and I sound like it's a tape from last year doing the show the last 3 years. Texas offense's identity. Are we a passing team or are we a throwing team? They did not get the running game going today. Arkansas really took it to them and shut them down in a lot of areas. But you've got to be able to run the football. Cedric Benson, 26 yards on 13 carries. I mean, that's pathetic. It's just plain pathetic. And defensively, you know, instead of running around blockers, running through blockers to make plays, Texas has got to be better at that. Or it's going to be a long year, Billy Ray, a long year for the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, but not so for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They were able to rush for 265 yards versus just 62 for the Texas Longhorns. And let me tell you, Matt Jones didn't have huge numbers as a quarterback, but what he did was he was the field general, and he kept moving the football and converting third downs. 10 of 17 third downs for the Razorbacks today. That was the key to hold on to that ball and running that clock.
He outrushed the entire Texas offense.
Not bad.
And there was no rushing as well for the Wisconsin Badgers at home. They've been so dominant, running through people, playing, you know, that in-your-face kind of football. 5 turnovers, allowing 8 sacks today did the Badgers.
You know, the Anthony Davis thing is so severe for Wisconsin because all 3 areas of the team, they were feeding off each other. Sorgi was able to work, and Lee Evans was able to work because Anthony Davis was able to work. And now Davis is out of the equation. You throw in a running back that doesn't have near the experience or the talent and certainly turns the ball over more than Anthony Davis. This is a killer blow for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Wisconsin must not have a backup quarterback because if they did, they would have gone to him rather early. You know, Sorgi just was terrible throwing the football. He's 6'5". He has a tendency to drop his arm to the side as he throws the ball, and it causes the ball to sail on him instead of coming down to the receiver. When you take a look at that ball game, you'll see just how many balls he threw over receiver's head instead of coming over the top, throwing off to the side. They've got to correct that technique.
Sorgi 11 of 25, 2 picks as you guys talked about. Fewest points for Wisconsin at home since 1995. Once again, our apologies. Little bonus studio coverage here as we get things back in order at the LA Memorial Coliseum for number 4 USC in Hawaii. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back here on a College Football Saturday on Fox Sports Net after this.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines. The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
These people are getting answers to the most important questions they'll ever ask. Questions about their health. They're finding those answers in a single place. WebMD. 16 million people come to WebMD every month. They find vital information that used to be scattered in 100 locations, now all in one place. The place America comes for healthcare answers. A place called WebMD.
A great land, destined to become a great nation, built on ingenuity and sheer will, strengthened by new ideas and new technologies, and powered by the 48,000 men and women of Union Pacific, providing the building blocks of our nation.
Welcome back into our College Football Saturday studios in Los Angeles alongside the Hall of Famers Kellen Winslow, Billy Ray Smith. I'm Mike Goldberg. Technical difficulties from the LA Memorial Coliseum. We'll get back out to Steve Fiziak and Tom Ramsey as soon as humanly possible. We do have an update. Matt Leinart has thrown a touchdown pass. USC now leads Hawaii 24-6. So the sophomore quarterback, Matt Leinart, obviously getting very comfortable in this offense. A couple picks last week, but he's getting comfortable here, Billy Ray.
And what's going to make him more and more comfortable when these young running backs start to produce like Reggie Bush today. I mean, Herschel Dennett's already there, but they're bringing in some of the best running backs from around the country in this year's recruiting class, Reggie Bush being one of them, and he's starting to turn on that production switch today.
Now, Reggie Bush, San Diego?
San Diego.
Helix High School. Hello, San Diego. I know they're watching. Just wanted to say hello.
Hey, how much pressure
We'll be home soon.
How much pressure on a sophomore coming in and trying to be what Carson Palmer was to USC?
Well, what you have to do in these situations is just totally ignore what Carson Palmer did. You know, it has nothing to do with who you are and what you're all about and what you're trying to do at USC. Yes, he won the Heisman Trophy. Yes, it's a great career. It's a great tradition to have at USC. But if you get wrapped up in the Carson Palmer, you'll never be Matt Leinart, and you'll never accomplish anything. You won't be successful at all.
The one thing that I do like that Matt seems to have adopted from Carson Palmer is this poker face. I mean, you thought that Carson Palmer was a flatliner. You couldn't tell whether he just scored or just was intercepted. Matt Leinart has the same skill. No emotion. He doesn't necessarily get too far up, too low down when he has a bad game or a bad performance, a bad throw. And that's the key to being consistent in this league.
That's Norm Chow.
That is exactly what that is.
That's Norm Chow and the way he teaches his quarterbacks.
All right, well, right now we have technical difficulties from the LA Memorial Coliseum. A little extra USC bonus coverage, though, from my partners here. Elsewhere around the nation, #1, Oklahoma. Well, Jason White, 3 touchdown passes. The offense gets healthy on Fresno State.
It's a bad day in the Valley. Fresno State has struggled all year long. This is a down year for the team, a young team, but they'll be back next year.
So #1, Oklahoma, rolling it up 38 points in the first 30 minutes of the football game. Rivalry here, tradition, and Chris Perry continues to be outstanding.
2 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown for a guy leading the nation in rushing already, 208 yards a game, and I don't think the Irish have an answer for him.
This is my upside pick of the day. I think I might be wrong, but it's still early. I think Notre Dame has them just where they want them.
Don't ever count them out. I know that much.
They're more than 19 down. #15 Notre Dame at #5 Michigan. Fighting Irish have never lost 3 straight in Ann Arbor. They may be headed to that here on this Saturday. South Carolina and Georgia in the SEC. #8 Georgia, David Green doing a nice job running the offense. And Dondrell Pickens struggling after being good last week against Virginia.
I tell you, South Carolina, as Billy Ray said, it's hard for them to get up for 2 games in a row, and Georgia's just taking it to them.
All right, we will be back very shortly for the Nissan Halftime Report, give you much more. But right now we're going to check back in with Steve Fiziak and Tom Ramsey at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Guys.
We'd like to welcome you back to Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles. We'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties we have had here in Los Angeles. And here's the touchdowns you may have missed. Reggie Bush going 23 yards left side, showing the speed. And then Matt Leinart, quarterback, throwing his first touchdown pass of the game, 32 yards to Kerry Colbert. And USC going from a close game at 10-6 to 24-6. Hawaii had bigger technical difficulties against the USC offense.
Yeah, they did. USC caught a little momentum there, and all of a sudden they're racing up and down the field. A couple big plays on one series, 2 23-yard gains. Of course, a TD by Bush and another 23-yard run by Herschel Dennis.
Well, now USC has another minute and 13 seconds to work with. Bert Milne will be punting to Justin Wyatt. 4th down. Check the hang time here. It's a good one. And that's why the Bearcats with a hang time of 4.7. Coming up on our Nissan Halftime Report, Mike Goldberg, Helen Winslow, Billy Ray Smith. We'll talk about NC State taking Ohio State to overtime. Who won that one? And Arkansas goes to Texas, and the Razorback, those Hogs, come back smiling. Suey.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Can you believe that? We'll let Goldberg and Billy Ray tell you about it.
Billy Ray will be talking about it, I know. They all fired up those Arkansas Razorbacks.
Leinart has Reggie Bush at tailback. Matt's going to throw. Screen pass. Bush. Watch his speed. Look at these moves. Gets a block from Leinart. First down, Reggie Bush. The
who's out there? Who's out in front leading Reggie Bush? Well, watch when he reverses field, Steve. Watch the block he picks up by none other than Matt Leinart. Watch this coming into the picture right here. Bam! Matt Leinart got a great hit. And who's out slapping high fives with Matt Leinart? Pete Carroll. Watch Leinart right in the middle of the picture. Bam! Gets a great block. Reggie Bush just keeps running. Then Pete Carroll's out there going, way to go, man.
And that's what I think makes him a terrific college coach. His emotion, his passion for this game. Leinart will throw again after throwing a great block. Downfield, Colbert had him wide open. The pass just a little too long.
Wow. Well, Matt Leinart, he wants to stay the quarterback. You can over there talking to Steve Sarkisian, the quarterback's coach. Watch him. He does a nice job, sets his feet, and just flat out misses. A wide open man, Kerry Colbert.
That was so easy. All he had to do was float it up there for him.
Yeah.
8 for 12, not bad.
Matt Leinart, his intensity in his feet, Steve, he's kind of a big guy. He doesn't move super fast in his feet, so I'm just watching his feet dropping back, getting set.
Herschel Dennis out of bounds near the 33-yard line. 38 seconds remaining as USC trying for more points.
I promise you, from a quarterback position, though, the best way to endear yourself to your teammates, you stick your nose in and block somebody like you did a few plays ago.
He blew him up.
Those guys in the meeting room are going to be howling.
Absolutely. And you know what's interesting is I think what needs to happen, and Norm Chow said this, Norm doesn't yell a lot at the practices, but he just says, I really want Matt just to have fun. He's very serious. I want him to just go out there and have fun. Make plays. Go enjoy the game. Back to throw Leinart. Dumps it off. Mike Williams. First down. Williams. Touchdown.
That was poor tackling by the Warriors, Steve. I got to tell you. Open field. Mike Williams, he's awfully good, but they had a chance to have him wrapped up right here. Mike Williams should be brought down. There. Well, that's too late.
He's pretty strong.
Yeah, once he gets moving, he's
he is good.
He's a thoroughbred.
I mean, that's a freshman All-American who had 81 catches and 14 for touchdowns, and he already has 4 touchdowns this year. And USC has taken a close game to a blowout in the second quarter alone, 31-6 now leading. You talk Heisman. By the Kyocera Heisman Watch, Mike Garrett, O.J. Simpson won in 68. Charles White in 1979 wore that number 12 proudly, and along came Marcus Allen, winning it in 1981. The last, Carson Palmer last year, so deserving, leading this team to 11 wins, 2 losses. They tied Washington State for the Pac-10 title. And then they would play Iowa in the Orange Bowl, and Palmer had a great game. But really what won it for Carson Palmer last year were the final 2 games against UCLA and against Notre Dame, who played brilliantly in those contests.
Oh, yeah. Carson Palmer elevated his play throughout the season last year, Steve. And, I've always said, good quarterbacks responsible for 3 or 4 wins throughout the season. He might have been responsible flat out for 5 wins of the Trojans last year.
We saw the same thing with Cade McNown when he was at UCLA, win 4 games. Joey Harrington for Oregon a couple of seasons ago. And how about Harrington last week for the Lions? What did he throw for? 3-4 touchdowns?
Yeah, player of the week. 4.
Dickerson. They have improved so much on their kickoff return game. But let's go back and take a look at Mike Williams' touchdown.
Marcel Allman with the tackle.
Well, Mike Williams, watch him. Puts a little move on here. Millhouse has him. Go for him. You can't arm tackle him, obviously. You got to come in, get up into him. Big kid, 6'5", 230 pounds, and he can run, and he's dominant. He's got a great pair of hands. Making the offense tick along, isn't he?
And you just wonder how he got out of the state of Florida with the Seminoles down there and the Hurricane and the Gators.
I promise that he can catch a lot of balls. And Yes.
Chang will run it. Brewster up the middle. He's past the 35-yard line, but there's a Tampa Bay Devil Ray named Keyshawn Johnson who became pretty good friends with Mike Williams and encouraged him to go to the University of Southern California. He came out here, saw this wonderful sunshine and not too much humidity, and he said, I want to be a Trojan. And he set all kinds of records. USC big in the first half over wide. Now let's go to the College Football Saturday studio with Mike Goldberg, Kellen Winslow, and Billy Ray Smith.
Hard to believe this game was tied at 3 at the end of the first quarter. Welcome inside our Nissan Halftime Report studios in Los Angeles. Mike Goldberg alongside the Hall of Famers Kellen Winslow and Billy Ray Smith. Let's get right to the other Pac-10 action. Washington State is in Boulder. They're taking on number 17 Colorado. Joe Klatt getting bounced around in this game.
He had one of the games, the backup quarterback, Eric Greenberg. He's going to throw it to the outside. Now that's a miscommunication between a backup quarterback and a receiver, one going inside, the other throwing to the outside.
And you're only as good as your backup quarterback, let me tell you.
Isn't that the truth? And look at this, they've added on. It is now 36-13. Washington State has scored again. There it is, the hot change, 36-13. Colorado could go down to their first defeat of the year. Game of the day to the Horseshoe. Buckeyes blew a 17-point lead. Number 3 Ohio State. Number 4 NC State. Phillip Rivers ties it at 24.
Stays cool in the pocket and finds T.J. Williams. Nice job just keeping your head and tying the score.
Let's move to the third overtime. Craig Krenzel, the senior, finds Michael Jenkins in the end zone. Buckeyes would miss the 2-point conversion. They lead by 6. Last chance, 4th and goal.
Gutty play by McClendon, but look at the hit on Allen, who came up with strong safety to lay a block on it to keep him out of the end zone. Great play by Allen, who also had a return for a touchdown.
Despite the fact that Craig Krenzel throws 3 interceptions, Ohio State survives. 3 of the Buckeyes' last 6 wins have come in overtime. That is just astounding. Billy Ray, start with you, because this was all about NC State's redemption. We said it on the pregame show. They almost got it, didn't they?
They did, but in the end, I mean, it comes out very, very empty. If you're Phil Rivers, I mean, you go into the season with such high expectations, people expecting you to challenge for the conference title and to be a Heisman Trophy contender. You can talk numbers all you want and prospective awards all you want. Now you just feel like losers after another game where you just fall short.
I'm drafting a letter right now.
I know. What does this letter say?
What are you officials in this ball game to Dear Chuck, Amato, and North Carolina State Wolfpack. We are sorry that we cannot get a call right. An obvious call that's on the ground. We apologize that you will not get a chance to win this ball game because we blew it. Forgive us. Sincerely, losers.
Okay, now T.A. McClendon was down, though, right?
Oh, he was down.
Okay.
That was a good call.
So we're clear on that.
His buttocks hit the ground.
Yes, it did. It hit the ground and game was over.
You have to get personal.
Well, no, it's not getting personal. It's
His body parts were down. His knee, you know.
So the defending national champions nearly upset. There were other upsets, though, around the nation. We'll take a trip around the top 25 and upsets all over the place. How about those Hogs to Austin and around the nation when the Nissan Halftime Report from Los Angeles rolls right on.
Pay bills online free. With free checking from Bank of America. Higher standards.
Okay, we got 3rd and very long. What's the plan?
Hold on. Their defensive back Miller's nursing a pulled hammy, so go deep. Love you.
Miller's got a pulled hammy. Go deep. Love you.
Get what you need from the internet faster. Sign up for SBC Yahoo DSL for just $29.95 a month, guaranteed. And you could win a trip to the Nokia Sugar Bowl. One more way, we bring it all home.
Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Hey you, let me let you in on a little secret. Tony Roma's is a great place for lunch. The great $6 weekday lunch is our way of saying Tony Roma's is more than just great ribs. Choose from 9 lunches for only $6. That's right, $6. This includes our healthy summer salad, sandwich platters, and Tony Roma's famous barbecue chicken with fries and coleslaw. Your choice, $6. Tony Roma's, now famous for lunch.
Behind him is a 400-square-foot deluxe bachelor with a partial view. In front of him is a junior executive semi-private with no view. But right now, life is perfect. On the open road, in complete control of an Acura RSX. One of Car and Driver's 10 best.
Warning, you are about to experience the most addictive DVD of the year.
No! You are running out of time!
Stakes are too high.
Tell me what a bomb is!
24. Own season 2 today.
Hi.
Hey, guys. So, my girlfriend bought this furniture. Except there's no instructions.
Who needs instructions? Not bad, huh?
Another Labatt Blue?
Beer me. Nice.
Look up, see blue. Labatt Blue.
Hey, honey. Look!
That's great. But where's the bookcase that I bought?
What?
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
No drooling this time.
Guys like Philly cheesesteak. Guys like Domino's Pizza. That's why Domino's created the new Philly cheesesteak pizza. Get a medium for only $9.99 and any second medium for just $5 more. Get the door. It's Domino's new Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Owens and the Niners. Falk and the Rams. Fox NFL Sunday. This weekend.
This is the Nissan Halftime Report. This is Game 2 of our doubleheader Saturday. Number 4 USC has now scored 20 points or more in 17 straight games. They put 28 on the board in the second quarter alone. Oh, my. Let's go through the big upsets. We'll start in Austin, Texas. Number 6 Texas against Arkansas. Arkansas down 7-0. Matt Jones play action. The game is tied at 7. Late second quarter, Texas down 21-7. Chance Mock gets into the action.
Finds B.J. Johnson. Nice ball. Single coverage. Longhorns down by a touchdown at the half.
Third quarter now, Arkansas still up. Give it to the senior Cedric Cobbs.
Cedric Cobbs does a great job of getting inside. But you see the close blocking by the guards on the inside. A nice, easy play for Cedric.
The Longhorns' 20-game home winning streak is snapped. Arkansas wins in Austin for the first time since '88. Only 62 yards rushing for number 6 Texas. Another upset at Camp Randall. Number 14 Wisconsin, their fewest points since 1995, and they lost Anthony Davis in this game.
If it could go wrong today for Wisconsin, it went wrong. Injuries, fumbles, turnovers, ball bouncing the wrong way.
How about number 20 Wake, dropping its first game as a ranked team since 1992. They only had 244 yards of total offense.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They had over 200 yards rushing last week against NC State.
And let's update you with the Pac-10 Washington State Cougars at Big 12 number 17 Colorado. This time there will be no fourth quarter letdown or even a third quarter letdown. And oh my, they are rolling it up.
Can I just say one thing?
Of course you can.
I made the statement earlier in the show that
You're a compensated commentator.
Matt Kegel, the quarterback for Washington State, couldn't carry this team with his arm. I'd like to now withdraw. I'm withdrawing that statement.
I'm drafting a letter
for you.
you.
Go ahead.
Not only is he carrying this team with not 2 arms, but just 1 arm.
I'm going to draft a letter for you to Matt Kegel. Dear Matt, I'm sorry.
You're drafting Matt. All right, draft me your letter to Mac Brown and the Texas Longhorns.
Find a running game. Very simple. Find a running game. Find some balance. You've got too much talent on this team to be struggling running the football and throwing the football. It might be a scheme issue, not just talent, because there's enough talent on that football team to be equal and to be balanced, and they just have not been able to get it done. And each year, I go out on a limb and pick Texas to play in the national championship.
Why do you do that?
And again, it's just not the balance.
Why did you pick NC State?
That's a very good question. It's a very good question. Here's the thing about Texas. I thought at halftime they were going to bring in the young quarterback, the freshman Vince Young. Just give him a change of pace, maybe a spark. Hey, maybe Chance Mock gets back in the game later. But you know what? They didn't do it. They didn't make that change. And now I think Mac Brown is going to have to bring him in for this next ball game.
Well, last year, Kellen and Billy Ray was Texas Tech. This year, it's Arkansas who gives Texas a loss early in the football season. No loss of offense at the Coliseum. 33-yard touchdown reception from Mike Williams. He has 2 touchdowns on the day. USC leads 31-6. You are watching the Nissan Halftime Report.
Steve Physiak along with Tom Ramsey. And Rams, that first quarter went 3-3 ball game, looked really, really tight. And then USC both defensively and offensively said aloha to the Warriors.
Well, the big momentum shifts, right, Steve, in the game of football, but they're brought about by hard-playing, tenacious football right there. USC bringing a lot of wallop on the defense, causing fumbles. That one recovered by Hawaii, but Lofa Tatupu there to throw down the runner. I tell you, it really makes it you're able to pick up the momentum on the offensive side of the ball when your defense is playing that well. Reggie Bush, a 23-yard touchdown run. Matt Leinart fires the ball into the end zone to Kerry Colbert, 32-yard score for the Trojans. And I'll tell you, you know what? Last but not least, Mike Williams comes in. Not great tackling by the Warriors, but Mike Williams able to get over for the score. And, you know, SC didn't do they put up a lot of points, Steve, in a short amount of time. And I'll tell you,
Union Pacific stats are right here, and you talked about time of possession, Tom. 11:48 to 18:12 for Hawaii, but Hawaii is down by 25. USC had 3 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the first half, and they are halfway to the 62 points they threw at Hawaii in their last meeting in 1999, which was June Jones' first game in his return to the Warriors.
Yeah, what I was going to say was the time of possession really kind of hung in Hawaii's favor. And SC putting up a lot of points in a short amount of time.
Reggie Bush on the return. Gets it back to the 20-yard line. The first half possessions for USC, they took it 39 yards, kicked the field goal, and then they had a punt, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. 3 touchdowns, 1 on a fumble recovery. And they also had the touchdown pass to Kerry Colbert, touchdown pass to Reggie, to Mike Williams.
Take a look at the late hit here. Sure enough, that's a late hit. That's why they throw the flags. Steve, USC in the first half only 1 of 4 on third down. Hawaii was 4 of 9, and that's a lot of times will lead to that time of possession stat. But USC doing, again, getting pretty good field position in that first half and coming up with some points.
Matt Leinart, the 6'5" sophomore from Santa Ana Mater Dei High School, comes out at the 35-yard line, hands it to Herschel Dennis, a huge hole, and then Dennis goes down after 5 yards. Herschel Dennis had a healthy first half, ran for 46 yards. Now he has 51 yards on only 7 carries, averaging close to 7 yards per carry, and that's where USC is dominating. For Hawaii, it's been the short passing game. For USC, they had 6 plays over 23 yards in one stretch of that second quarter.
Yep. And USC, I think, really, I'm sure they went out at halftime, Steve, and said, hey, look, we started to run the ball effectively at the end of the first half. We're going to come back out and rush the football, set the tempo.
Why not? Dennis, how did he escape? Now he will be tackled for right at the line of scrimmage, but he escaped 2 tackles along the way to getting stuffed.
No, how do you do this? No gain, but you run for 20 yards. That's about what he did.
Pinball wizard. Guy Kernan got them on the tackle, the outside linebacker from St. Louis High School.
Boy, St. Louis High School turns out some players, doesn't it?
Well, we saw Jason Gesser for years at Washington State. He was a Heisman Trophy candidate, and Timmy Chang said really that was the guy he modeled himself after because he was the guy who followed Gesser to St. Louis. Leinart whips it in there, and it's Dominique Byrd for the first down. That's a nice throw by Matt Leinart.
That was a nice throw by Matt Leinart, Steve. Third down, 3rd and 3, and you end up sticking it into your tight end who just runs a little short, controlled route, right? I mean, Norm Chow's offense, it's not. They probably don't take enough shots down the field. I think you ought to take more. When you have weapons like Kerry Colbert and Mike Williams, take some shots. Just drop back 5 steps and throw a deep ball because you probably have a mismatch with anyone trying to cover Mike Williams.
Rams, they're up 31-6. He's gone deep for a touchdown to Colbert. He's thrown a swing pass that resulted in a long gain by Williams. What more do you want?
Take some more shots
against a good Hawaii
team.
team.
I'm just thinking philosophically, Norm Chow's offense, if it's 3rd and 3, they'll run a 5-yard route. If it's 3rd and 9, they'll run an 11-yard route. June Jones, talking to him yesterday, he said, hey, you know what? I'm going to take my shots. We saw Timmy Chang in the first half. 3rd and 1, he throws a 25-yard completion. What I'm saying is he's not attuned to just getting 4 yards on a 3rd and 3. He'll take 20.
But I think Norm Chow is still building Matt Leinert's confidence. This is just his 3rd college game, and this is a very good team, a national champion contender. They're 4th in the nation. Leinert. Underneath he goes, Kerry Colbert, and they'll get the first down as Colbert loses a shoe along the way near midfield.
But Steve, what he didn't do, even though he ran out of his shoe, I don't believe he got the first down on the far sideline. And even if you blow out of your shoe, watch it. We got a little look at it. Comes underneath. And he turns on the jets and runs right out of his shoe. But see, he eases up. But I promise you, the defense isn't going to ease up. He didn't get enough for the first down.
Just barely. It was his 4th catch of the day, and Kerry now with 9 catches for the year. You see what his numbers were last year, and Norm Chow said they've got to get him the ball more. They were going mainly to Williams, who had 18 catches his first 2 games. Dominic Byrd, first down inside the 30-yard line. This is the BYU style that Norm Chow brought after 26 years with Brigham Young, then worked with Phillip Rivers at North Carolina State, and worked so beautifully with Carson Palmer, and now Matt Leinert.
Matt Leinert,
what the defense gives you.
Matt Leinert doing a nice job taking a look at the defense. Norm Chow is actually behind. He's behind the post here, Steve. He got the unlucky seat.
He likes it that way, though.
That's
well, he's coached some good ones, hasn't he?
I usually get the post. You know, I sit down. I've always got right here. See, once again.
I mean, he's coached Steve Young and Jim McMahon and Mark Wilson and Gifford Nielsen and Ty Detmer and others. Corner of the end zone, incomplete. Dominic Byrd, the tight end. How did he get loose?
So see, Norm Chow must have heard me. See, firing one into the end zone. Now's the time you take some shots in the red zone. Bird's going to line up in motion. He ends up little flat, little wheel, just a little out and up, trying to beat the strong safety. Hiram Peters does a nice job playing catch up here, getting his head turned, Steve, and knocking the ball down. Giving away a few inches there. Hiram Peters going about 5'8". Dominic Byrd going about 6'3", 6'4". Nice play.
USC showing a power look to the right side, and they will pitch it that way. And Herschel Dennis won't get much. Chad Kalili-Moku makes the tackle, the middle linebacker from Oahu, who also went to Santa Ana College here in Southern California before coming home to the island.
And they have a few players on their team that did a tour of duty with JCs in the Southern California area. USC so far in the drive, 8 plays, 54 yards, grinding the clock out a little bit. And Pete Carroll, don't think he has his eye, that he doesn't have his eye on the clock. He's always in the process of game management. 3rd and 9 for the Trojans.
They'll run left, Bush fumbles it, picks it back up, and skips to the 20, and now he's gone. Touchdown, Reggie Bush.
Touchdown, USC.
Okay, so early in the run, style points are in the negative. Going into the end zone, style points are off the chart. All right?
What's his lead?
So here, he fumbles the ball on the pitch, picks it up, keeps his head up, downfield, keep an eye, eludes several tacklers, and then watch this. This is style points. That is style points right there. Get on in there, Reggie Bush. Very nicely done.
His second touchdown of the ball game. The point after touchdown is good, and USC is running away from the Warriors. They have a 38-6 lead. All-American from San Diego Helix High School, touchdown.
Lastly, I've got an announcement that's going to make a lot of you happy. We're getting all new printers and all new copiers from a company called Kyocera Mida. Tell them why, Andy.
They're simple and easy to use. They're people-friendly.
You'll access everything from your desktop. Jen?
Because they're network friendly.
They produce brilliant color with a cost of ownership. Tom?
That's budget friendly.
People-friendly copiers and printers, only from Kyocera Mida.
A great land, destined to become a great nation, built on ingenuity and sheer will, strengthened by new ideas and new technologies, and powered by the 48,000 men and women of Union Pacific, providing the building blocks of our nation.
You hear that?
I hear it, I hear it, I hear it. Over there, over there. Back. Go that way, go that way. No, right. Right there.
The Corolla. It's not the destination. It's the drive.
She came from over there.
College Football Saturday on Fox Sports Net is brought Kyocera, the new value frontier. By Labatt Blue, imported from Canada. Look up Sea Blue. And by Toyota. Get the feeling Toyota. 38-6, USC, the number 4 team in the nation, hammering Hawaii. The Nissan scoring drive, 65 yards in 9 plays, and Reggie Bush with his second touchdown of the game. He's averaging over 15 yards per carry. He has only carried the football 3 times in the game. Ross Dickerson is bugged around the 11-yard line. Pete Carroll feels like this is the most improved area of the football team, the kick coverage unit.
Yeah, they're playing a lot of fast guys on coverage unit. I'll tell you, 2 of the young freshman running backs, Steve, Lendale White and Chauncey Washington, both on kickoff team, running down there. So those are guys that they want to get on the field, get them involved in the action.
Today's first down line is brought to you by Net Zero High-Speed Internet.
We like that first down line.
From the 12, Timmy Chang wants to find that first down line. He swings it to the right side. Brewster up past the 15, and he's about 4 yards shy of a first down. All of the Hawaii plays have been the short version. They've had a couple of long plays, but for USC, they've been a big play team recently. 7 plays of 23 or more yards in the last 12 minutes. 3 by Reggie Bush, 2 by Kerry Colbert, 1 by Dennis, and 1 by Mike Williams. Chang, great efficiency, 20 of 32, but only about 7 yards and a completion.
And they've had some big runs along the way, too, and that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to, let loose some of these young running backs, and Herschel Dennis has done a nice job as well.
Incomplete at the 20-yard line. It will be 3rd down for Hawaii. The intended receiver is Chad Owens. Well, it used to be Tailback University at USC. SC Tailbacks won 15 of 19 conference rushing titles from 1963 through 1981. And during that time, the Trojans made 10 Rose Bowl appearances. They have been short of the running backs recently. But even Norm Chow said, in the great years we had at Brigham Young or here, it was a running back who would blast off. And you know that West Coast offense. Look at San Francisco, Wendell Tyler, Roger Craig, great running backs in a pass offense. Chang in trouble. He is sacked for the first time today.
He almost pulled the Houdini act. He almost got out of there. But one turn too many and fell right into the arms of one of the defensive line. Watch him bring the heat this time. 4 rushing. Sean Cody almost gets him there. Kenichi Udeze for 94, the defensive end, collapsing down, able to make the tackle. Boy, they bring a lot of heat, Steve. Oof.
Do they ever? It's their 13th sack this year, but their first of the ball game because of a quick passing offense by Hawaii. They're bringing it, and they're trying to block the punt. Very poor punt, but we'll get a good Hawaii bounce inside the 50-yard line, but USC will have outstanding field position when they have the football. A 36-yard punt by Hawaii. It's all SC here in LA.
See you down there.
Excuse me, is there a Bank of America ATM around here?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Just around the corner at Field and Griffin.
There's another one at the theater.
Down there by the post office.
Down 9th and Main.
Right by the deli.
River, there's one on Crescent. Another one right across the courtyard. You know what? Right across the
More ATMs where you need them.
There's one more, right?
From Bank of America. Higher standard.
It's happening for 4 days only. Miss it, and you'll miss a lot. It's the huge vehicle disposal sale now through Monday night at Bixby Auto Ranch. Over 300 vehicles must be eliminated immediately, regardless of loss of profit. Vehicles from just $1,500 to $50,000. Zero down at $139 a month is available on every vehicle on the lot, plus huge trade-in allowances. It's the huge vehicle disposal sale going on through Monday night at Bixby Auto Ranch.
We've added some
Zing!
to Brahms Jalapeno Pepper Jack Cheeseburger.
I am a jalapeno man.
First, we start with a big 1/3 pound all beef patty.
Oh, man.
Then add 2 slices of real pepper jack cheese.
I love spicy foods.
Top it off with some spicy jalapeno peppers.
Oh, hot. Yeah, there it goes.
And of course, it's garnished with fresh lettuce and tomato, served on a fresh bun from Brahms' own bakery. Brahms Jalapeno Pepper Jack Cheeseburger.
Yeehaw!
It's good.
Something? You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Another reason Trout is number 1.
Timmy Chang having a rough afternoon after he watched his backup Jason Whieldon tear apart Appalachian State 2 weeks ago, but he was back and ready going against one of the finest defenses in the country. Hawaii held to just 2 field goals. Now it's Matt Leinart and USC's turn from the 48 of the Warriors. Swing pass left side, complete to Kerry Colbert, and he is knocked down near the 46, maybe a gain of 2. USC scored a touchdown on their last 4 possessions.
Yep.
Leinart had some weapons coming back, but Carson Palmer left him, including Mike Williams, who caught 81 passes last year, and Kerry Colbert, who caught 71. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Leinart taking a moment there over play coach close to the sideline, talking to his coach, Steve Sarkisian, a former BYU quarterback himself.
Lendell White tries the right side. Lendell White has the first down to the 35, inside of the 34. Arkier Sarah, Mita, shot of the day. Matt Leinart, the quarterback.
Boy, and he got a great block, Steve, on Abraham Eliminian. And watch it, boy, that was on that change of direction by Herschel Dennis. Took off the other way, and Leinart again, and then no better way to earn the respect of your teammates than to stick your nose in there and get a big hit.
And eliminate. Leinart with time down the field. Mike Williams, first down, 15-yard line. Williams down to the 12. Hiram Peters on the tackle.
Leinart got pressured that time too, Steve. He hung in, and just waited for Mike Williams to come across the field. Watch the pressure that he'll get. He hangs in, does a great job standing in the pocket. That's a great throw right there. Letting the play develop. Mike Williams, so dangerous once he catches the ball. See, he tries to put a little move on right at the end and get by the defender. Nice play by Peters and Peters. Bring him down.
Pretty good player. Now has 102 catches on his career. What has he played? 15 games?
Yep.
Sandy Fletcher will go motion. Leinart gives the football to Lendell White. Moves forward for about a yard, maybe 2. USC with a big 38-6 lead on Hawaii. At one time, it was a 3-3 ball game at the end of the first quarter, and then USC just took off. It started with a fumble recovery by the defense, and Ronald Nunn took it in for the touchdown, and then Pete Carroll watched his offense take over and dominate the rest of this contest.
Pete Carroll working that sideline pretty well, up and down the sideline. So involved in the game. But everything's a competition, right, amongst the coaching staff. Who does better on special teams?
How about on quarterbacks? If Leinart gets him into the end zone, I'll bet they go to John David Booty. Check out the freshman. Leinart. He's past the line of scrimmage. Well, no, he wasn't. Line of scrimmage was the 10, so he was about a yard in back of that line of scrimmage. Throws it away. It'll be 3rd down for USC. They need to get to the 2-yard line for a first down. There is John David Booty. Went to Evangel Christian in Louisiana, Shreveport. One of the great quarterbacks, and would have been the high school All-American this year. Believed to be the first high school player to graduate from high school a year early and enroll at a major Division I university. We may see him later in this game. On 3rd down, Leinart is sacked.
And the ball came out too, Steve.
And Hawaii has it.
Yep. Leinert's had a good game, and that play in particular, that's the one you can't take a sack on. 3rd down, red zone. You know, I was even going to say the play before when he had it rolled out. If he runs, he might get a good 5 yards on it.
Isaac Sopanga gets the sack and the fumble recovery.
These people are getting answers to the most important questions they'll ever ask. Questions about their health. They're finding those answers in a single place. WebMD. 16 million people come to WebMD every month. They find vital information that used to be scattered in 100 locations, now all in one place. The place America comes for healthcare answers. A place called WebMD.
Behind them is a snippy maitre d' and a wilted Caesar. In front of them is a family drama playing itself out. But right now, life is perfect. Thanks to a full moon, a powerful engine, and the Autobahn-tested suspension of the Acura RL.
Owens and the Niners. Falk and the Rams. Fox NFL Sunday this weekend.
Tonight on Bubba's Burgers Hardcore Football, we wrap up that big Texas-Arkansas matchup. Will it be an upset of Cotton Bowl proportions? The Cowboys tight end Dan Campbell played his first 4 years with the Giants. He returns in a different uniform and talks to us about that. We review the major high school games as well. It's all after the game tonight on Bubba's Burgers Hardcore Football.
Matt Leinart on the phone with his offensive coordinator, Norm Chow, probably. Norm saying, hey, didn't you see that tight end release off on the right side? What's wrong, young man?
He probably said, obviously you didn't see the defensive lineman.
There you go. Now it's Hawaii time. Matt Leinart, though, has had a terrific ball game. Timmy Chang has seen some pressure recently from USC's front 4, and here comes the Wild Bunch. But Chang, by the quarter, 9 of 15 for 63 yards. In the first quarter, 10 of 16 for 98 in the second quarter, but he's only had the football a short time in the third period, throwing 2 passes. That was his third.
You know, Norm Chow probably said, didn't you see big Sopalonga coming at you? 340-pound guy.
Get rid of the football.
Norm Chow, Hawaii product himself, Punahou High. Coached over there as well.
Chang on second down. Short completion, just of about 4 yards to Chad Owens, his slot receiver from Honolulu.
That's a good game, though. Nice, kind of a tough throw. A little pressure. Chad Owens went low for the low one. Nice catch. And you know what? Hawaii's got, just for confidence sake, Steve, put a drive together here. You know, 3rd and 6. If you convert it, get the chains moving a little bit. They had some great momentum in the first half. They were moving up and down the field, dominated in time of possession. They just got behind on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, USC blitz Chang. It's intercepted. Jason Leach, touchdown USC.
That's a great job of pattern reading by Jason Leach. He'd seen it a few times. Steve, he was close to making a play or two. Came up with a big hit or two in the first half. But again, they blitz off the corner. And Jason Leach jumps the out right there. And he's playing so well for that Trojan defense from his free safety position. Coming up with big hits, making plays. Timmy Chang just not seeing it.
He had 22 interceptions last year. This one really hurts as USC has scored 52 points off turnovers this year. That's more than half their points.
Yeah. You see, Jason Leach just timed it up. They had blitzed an outside defender. I believe it was Nunn that was the blitzer. Ron Nunn came in off the corner. Jason Leach ends up picking up that man that he was responsible for. Just made a great play, stepped in front, stole the ball.
Well, USC always has had some terrific defenses, and there is a legend of 55, the number 55. That's our Bank of America higher standards. How about Junior Seau, 1989 All-American. Willie McGinnis wore that number 55, 92 and 93, first team All-Pac-10. And Chris Claiborne, 96 through 98, had 312 tackles. They make sure the young man who comes here and wears number 55 has to have some impressive credentials coming in.
And what did we ask? We asked who's 55 this year. And the answer is nobody.
There's no 55.
There is no 55. But those were some great players. Seau, McGinnis, Claiborne. Ooh. Man, those guys will come get you.
Marcus Steele wore number 55.
Yes, he did.
Dickerson on the return past the 15-yard line. Now let's send you to our College Football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Fizz number 8, Georgia, number 25, South Carolina. This is Michael Cooper with the touchdown. Remember, Georgia shut out Clemson in the opener. They're shutting out South Carolina today at home. And Washington State has certainly rebounded from the overtime loss at Notre Dame. And what a day for senior quarterback Matt Kegel. 47 points for the Cougars.
And he was the guy who stood in Jason Gesser's shadow for years. So Matt Kegel takes over. Washington State going to Notre Dame, to Colorado. Even with a loss, they could be in the top 25. A tip and interception. USC has it one more time. Frosty Rucker with the pick.
That's a great play, Steve, by a defensive lineman. And they all try to one-up each other. Omar Nazel had it last week. He deflected a pass, intercepted it. Rucker that time deflected, and stayed with it. And that's a good play. Man, their defensive line is so good and so deep. I'm telling you, this team's going to go a long way.
Well, this has been the Pete Carroll theme, an aggressive attacking style defense.
Yep.
I mean, 5th in the nation, plus 18 last year in their turnover margin, plus while Hawaii was minus 14.
And
so they're plus 32 their last 2 years, not including this season, where what are they, plus 7 or 8 now?
And Steve, you can equate turnover margin with wins. USC coming into today's game, they were 3rd in the nation in turnover margin.
College Football Saturday presented by Kyocera returns to Fox Sports Net next week when the Marshall Thundering Herd try to upset the number 7 ranked Kansas State Wildcats. College football continues next week at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Net. Check local listings at foxsports.com for the start time in your area. Hill Roberson's pretty good for those Wildcats. We have a new quarterback, Matt Castle, the junior from Chatsworth.
And June Jones called his troops up over on the sideline, and I'm sure he spoke to them about just, hey, keep your head up, keep playing hard, fight through it, and don't get discouraged on interceptions. And right now, though, the USC defense really put him in position, Steve.
Lendell White is the tailback. White gets the carry, and he is stuffed and stopped a yard short of the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd down and goal. But when you take a look at Hawaii's future, they're one of the top 3 teams in that Western Athletic Conference, and they've got a very good schedule. I mean, they've got 7 games at home, 6 on the road, and probably the biggest game of the year will be against Fresno State. But Fresno State has to come to Aloha Stadium.
Yep.
And the Bulldogs have never played that well in Honolulu.
What about Alabama?
Last 3 games of the year will be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Lendell White, big hole, and there's his first college touchdown. Six touchdowns by USC in the last 15 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Well, the player from Denver who took his team to the 5A championship last year, over for the score for Southern Cal. That's just good hard running, Steve. And you know what? Hey, hats off to the USC offensive line. They're knocking people around right now, but they haven't gone the distance yet on a drive. They've been set up pretty well by their defense. And that's okay, because you know what? When you play that game, we talked to Pete Carroll. I said, hey, Pete, what more can you do? He said, you know what? We're playing really well on defense, special teams. Well, heck, that's 2/3 of the game. Your offense is, they're playing well. When they're putting up over 50 points, you're playing well. They still haven't been tested over the long field, but you know what? That's okay.
But defense is always the theme when you win championships, and you go back to the late 60s at USC when the first version of the Wild Bunch came to town. Al Cowlings, Jimmy Gunn, Bubba Scott, Charles Weaver, and Tony Smith were there. That was 1969. How about the Wild Bunch 2, the sequel? Well, Omar, Kenichi, Sean, and Mike put on some impressive totals, taking it to Boot Hill.
I tell you what, they might even want to throw Tatupu in there. Make him one of those. Make him an honorary Wild Bunch guy.
Well, what about Grudegood and Simmons? Those are pretty good backers as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Grudegood last year had what, 8 sacks, led the team?
Yeah, Grudegood's just a heady player, just a heads-up player, all over the field, making the right decisions, and they fit in the system.
59 points off turnovers this year by USC. This week on the undisputed champion of pregame shows returns as J.B., Terry, Howie, and Jimmy find out if Tampa Bay is still the team to beat in the NFL. And after a week 1 win, we examine the Lions' rebirth under new head coach Steve Mariucci. It's the Ford F-150 Fox NFL Sunday pregame show tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Fox. Here in Los Angeles at Memorial Coliseum, all USC as they have dominated Hawaii 52-6. And Hawaii will run the football. It's Michael Brewster, and Brewster gets the first down. He's drilled at the 37-yard line. Jimmy Chang in this quarter has been roughed up, just 2 for 6 for 10 yards and 2 huge interceptions. One interception was run back for a touchdown, and the second pick resulted in a USC rushing touchdown by Lendell White.
Trojans won 4 yards. Will Poole was the one that had that big hit there, Steve. Pretty good hit on Brewster.
Impressive win here. Ohio State also has to go to overtime against North Carolina State. Pretty good football team to win. Do you think USC may switch places with the Buckeyes and move to number 3 next week?
Anything's possible in the eyes of the pollsters. I can never figure it out, and I still don't pay a lot of attention to it until it gets to mid-season and then kind of beyond, because once you hit mid-season, now you're in conference play. Now the scores mean something. Right now, wins are important. Don't get me wrong, and scores always important. But you know, if SC would have won today, 22-21, I'd say, hey, you know what? Good football game. They deserve they deserve their standing. They're number 4.
Well, just seeing a team or a person personally really helps. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing Timmy Chang because I'd heard so much about his excellence. Well, right now, let's send you to our College Football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Steve, to the swamp. Number 19, Florida. Heartbreaker last week to Miami. They're going to take it out on Florida A&M. Deshaun Wynn with the touchdown. Florida up early 7-3. Number 5, Michigan. Number 15, Notre Dame at the Big House. All Chris Perry. He is the leading rusher in the nation. Michigan leads 38-0. Perry, Steve, has 4 touchdowns.
And Chris Perry might be one of the early Heisman leaders. There's no flag in the play, but Tom, we were talking about the impressions if you're there in person. I'm seeing Timmy Chang in person. I'm one of the voters for the Heisman Trophy Award, and I wanted to see Chang. I hear about Chris Perry, watch his play for Michigan, and then you watch players throughout the country. Mike Williams, Reggie Williams, Cody Pickett here in the Pac-10 conference that I'll see personally a lot.
Yep.
But you want to make the right choice.
It helps to see him in person. Helps to see the USC defense in person too.
Jim Jones says he's pumping Timmy Chang because he thinks he's going to set the all-time passing record, go right past Ty Detmer. He swings it off to the right side. And how about this? Kali'i Kipi just runs over a Trojan and gets the first down. Will Poole saw this 260-pound monster coming at me, and he got buried.
Kali'i Kipi is a big fullback, Steve. Takes a little swing pass. Big kid, walk on to the UH program.
Oh man,
boy, that's a welcome to college football. Man. And then SC got tagged on with a late hit, personal foul on top of that.
What a stiff arm!
Wow, that was
Kali'i Kipi.
I think that was Will Poole.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good tackler too.
And what do you think his fellow teammates, when they watch video of that play, will be saying on Monday?
Thank goodness it wasn't me. That's what I think they'll say if they're honest.
If they're honest, but you know there'll be a lot of hoots about that one.
Oh yeah.
All USC on this Saturday afternoon in Los Angeles. Chad Owens breaks free and gets near a first down. Needed to get to the 18-yard line.
Ball might have come out. Wow. Some good action going on down there. I got the glasses on. There's a lot of guys jawing back and forth to each other. I can read lips, so that's why I stayed quiet there.
Rats.
Yeah.
23 for 40 is Timmy Chang in this ball game for 187 yards. Been roughed up in this third quarter. He faces a 2nd down and 1 situation. And this is the big load for Kipi, and he keeps the football and gets the first down. If he gets leaned forward, man, it's tough to get him straightened back up.
It's a good little option to have there. He's a big kid. Nose for the ball. Just watching him move around yesterday, knew he'd end up getting the ball. You know, it's almost, number 16 kind of looks thin on him. He needs like a 30-something number or a 40-something number. Looks too much like a quarterback, you know, with the skinny numbers.
They'll run him again. Kali'i Kipi gets the first down inside the 5-yard line, where it will be a 1st and goal for Hawaii. They have scored 2 field goals in this game, and this is 4-down territory when you're down by 46.
Watch this offensive line, keep working. Nice block there. Kali'i Kipi running hard, 2 hands on the ball, securing the ball well.
I want to know why he had to walk on. He's earned a scholarship.
That's a good question.
Right now, give him a more masculine number than those skinny quarterback numbers.
That's right.
Chang. Incomplete.
Oh, that's a nice wrinkle. Man.
Chad Owens was the intended receiver. 2nd down and goal.
Boy, I like the play call, though.
USC, though, their defense has still allowed only 1 touchdown this year, and that covers nearly 11 quarters.
They have been tough, Steve. USC wants to be tough at home, too. I mean, Pete Carroll said that. He wants to be dominant at home. And they are surefire test of that.
Well, they have another tough schedule this year. Trying to win outright the Pac-10 title this year. They shared it with Washington State. The throw is incomplete. And the coverage was good by USC. They were looking for the slot man Chad Owens again, and Chang could not find him.
Exact same play. They just lined right back up and ran the same play. So he's missed him twice in a row now. Do you dare run it a third time? June Jones is probably not. He probably says, you know what, run it till you get it right.
Third down and goal. Crowd picks up here at the Coliseum. Touchdown, Hawaii. Chad Owens, they went to number 2 3 straight times and got it right.
Finally got it. Instead of breaking out this time, he ended up kind of breaking back in. Chang stayed on him. Watch him right here. Ends up breaking inside. Nice little move. Nice job. Nice little route. Timmy Chang. Yes. That's what we needed.
Hawaii will go for 1. It's only the second touchdown allowed by the Trojan defense this year. Point after touchdown is good. And it is 52-13 with 1:25 remaining in the third quarter. As we take a look at the Associated Press top 10, Oklahoma is leading Fresno State 52-21. Miami plays East Carolina. Later tonight, Ohio State, they needed overtime to beat North Carolina State. So you wonder if USC keeps pouring it on. Maybe that will impress the pollsters, and they'll switch spots with the Buckeyes falling to 4 and USC moving to number 3. Michigan, wow, they've been impressive.
You know, I'm still a believer, though, Steve. You're a champion until someone beats you. I mean, in the preseason poll, I know Texas got worked pretty hard by Arkansas. I just think, you know, Ohio State, they should have come into the season number 1.
I agree.
I don't know.
They had 11 starters back in offense. Of course, Maurice Clarett was one of those 11. Yep. And the defense, they returned, I believe, 5 or 6 starters. But you just wonder. That's why I didn't say they deserve to fall to 4. I'm just saying.
Oh, could they? Absolutely, yes. They could leapfrog them. And I think that's good on occasion.
I mean, last week, USC was only behind by 18 points in the total number of votes, as Ohio State had 1,398 and USC had 1,380 total points. On the return, USC gets it out near the 27-yard line. Fantasy football players, hey, listen up. Now there's a show just for you with 30 minutes of who to start, who to sit, and who's the player you need to pick up. Our experts do the work to help you like a genius. The ultimate fantasy football show Saturday night and Sunday morning only on Fox Sports Net. Check your local listings for the start times in your area. Here comes the USC offense at the 28-yard line. New quarterback is Matt Castle. He's only thrown 6 passes in his career. And he's played a variety of positions: quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, special teams here at USC. And will hand the football to Chauncey Washington. And Washington will get the first down. And Washington's a tough man to bring down. There is a flag down, though, back near the 25-yard line. Well, they might be young, but they are skilled.
Very skilled. Washington out of South Torrance High, Torrance, California. I tell you, that's just good, hard running. Man, helps when you have some blockers out front.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty, previous spot, still first down.
Especially helps when you got blockers holding out in front. That'll create a little bigger hole. He blew a shoe too.
Terry Colbert lost one earlier, but got the first down. But Pete Carroll's really got it going at USC. I mean, they have won just about every single recruiting battle. They got the top running back in Reggie Bush.
They've done well.
Top fullback in Whitney Lewis. Top wide receiver on the West Coast in Steve Smith. Top offensive lineman in Sam Baker and Drew Radovich. top defensive lineman and Cedric Ellis and Lawrence Jackson, top linebacker and Thomas Williams. Just about everybody they pointed to, they got. And makes them deeper.
Well, when you're winning, Steve, it sure piques people's interest. Let's say that.
When Mike Garrett chose Pete Carroll to take over as the head coach, I was very excited because when the Pac-10 is strong, USC is strong, and USC has been taking off.
I think both LA schools, when the Pac-10 and both LA schools are almost always strong because of the recruiting base. They're going to get a bunch of guys. Now the blue chipper, those guys go to any number of schools, and even the Florida schools weigh in on occasion. Miami will always get their fair share of guys from the East Coast and the West Coast.
And there are times where USC will steal one from the East Side, where Pete Carroll went and got Mike Williams a couple of years ago.
Yep, that was a coup. It was a great recruit.
We head to the fourth quarter here on a college football Saturday afternoon. All USC at Memorial Coliseum.
Lastly, I've got an announcement that's going to make a lot of you happy. We're getting all new printers and all new copiers from a company called Kyocera Mida. Tell them why, Andy.
They're simple and easy to use. They're people-friendly.
You'll access everything from your desktop. Jen?
Because they're network friendly.
They produce brilliant color with a cost of ownership. Tom?
That's budget friendly.
People-friendly copiers and printers only from Kyocera Mida.
All right, it's between you guys. Best bartender gets the job.
After you. Oh, boy.
Yeah. The bat blue, please.
I've got this one. Canada's finest.
Thanks.
Look up, see blue, Labatt Blue.
Is it hot in here or is it just him?
Ta-da! At Gateway, our 18th birthday celebration is on now. And this week is full of even more surprises. You can get a free flat panel monitor upgrade when you buy select desktops like our 310X featuring the Intel Pentium 4 processor. And of course, we always have great low prices on all our desktops. They start just under $400. Call, click, or come in today to help us celebrate our 18th birthday with savings for you on great Gateway computers featuring Intel processors.
The Napa game summary: we had a close game after the first quarter, tied at 3. Then USC ripped off 28 points. Reggie Bush with his first 2 college touchdowns, and USC dominated. USC now has 59 points off turnovers in 3 games this year. They've scored 21 points off turnovers in this contest, including 2 a fumble recovery and an interception that have been run back for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a big interception by Jason Leach for the score.
Matt Leinart, what a game. 15 of 21, 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of the leading candidates for Player of the Week in the Pac-10 Conference. 1 pancake. You got that right.
And you got the 1 pancake block. Gotta like it.
Matt Castle rips it in there. Chris McFoy, the redshirt freshman from Chino, California, with his first catch of the season. Pete Carroll going to his bench. McFoy and Steve Smith along with Justin Wyatt, 3 players I believe they would like to take a look at, and they'll have a bye week this week, and that will be interesting for USC because it'll give Pete Carroll and Norm Chow a chance to see more freshmen.
Well, Steve, 2 things. It gives them a chance to see more freshmen, but it gives them a little breather before they head into conference play, and they play the next 4 out of 5 on the road, so that's a good time to get a bye.
Boy, look at this punt.
He bombed it.
Tom Malone 69 yards, one shy of his career best. And he hammered that like Ray Guy used to here at the Coliseum.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
No drooling this time.
Guys like Philly cheesesteak. Guys like Domino's Pizza. That's why Domino's created the new Philly cheesesteak pizza. Get a medium for only $9.99 and any second medium for just $5 more. Get the door. It's Domino's new Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Warning, you are about to experience the most addictive DVD of the year. No! You are running out of time! Stakes are too high. Tell me where the bomb is! 24. Own season 2 today.
Well, I was raised in Texas. I'm tried and true. Well, I'm a lone star, son of a gun, baby. Red, white, and blue. I was raised in Texas till the day I die. Well, give me outlaw country, Willie and Waylon. It's a darn good life.
Brake Check. Doing it right for Texas for 35 years. Get your free brake check today.
Tools, tools, tools. When you got a job to do, they're always on your mind. And that's why you trust the store that loves tools as much as you do. More people buy their tools from Sears than anywhere else in America, because only Sears has the best selection and all the top brands, including Craftsman, America's #1 tool brand. Now at our great weekend sale, save 50% on a great selection of tools, including our 248-piece Craftsman Mechanics tool set and our 15.6-volt Craftsman drill. Sears, good life, great price.
USC, the #4 team in the nation, showing everybody just why as they're hammering Hawaii 52-13. Today's first down line is brought to you by Net Zero high-speed internet. Steve Physiak, Tom Ramsey with you. Hawaii has the football. Chang remains the quarterback. The 6'2 junior from Oahu. Blitz is on. Chang sends it down the sideline. He was throwing that incomplete. We'd like to welcome those of you just joining us as Hawaii in town to take on the #4 team in the nation here at Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles. Steve Physiak, Tom Ramsey with you. Matt Leinart with a remarkable game, 15 of 21 passing, 220 yards. And 2 touchdowns and some great running by the young USC running backs. Hawaii, Timmy Chang, their Heisman Trophy candidate, 24 of 44 for 192 yards and 1 scoring pass. It came on his last drive. Second down and 10 from the 20. Complete to Jeremiah Cochran, and Cochran sneaks forward and gets the first down to the 43-yard line.
Really a nice throw by Timmy Chang that time. Cochran sitting down in the zone, Steve, and he's still got a lot of heat on those passes.
Cochran, the WAC Player of the Week in the first week of the season in the WAC. 3 touchdown passes. On first down at the 42-yard line, Hawaii checking out the USC defense, now showing a lot of the second-teamers. Daniel Urquhart in at middle linebacker. William Buchanan at cornerback. Chang will fire down the left side, incomplete. Marshall Allman was still in the game, and he was providing the coverage on that right side. Let's check out the USC defense today, Rams.
Well, I tell you, it's been one play after another. Jason Leach right there stepping in front of the Timmy Chang pass, Steve, and right there the defensive line finally corrals him. Kenichi Udeze, and then Frosty Rucker, number 90, the defensive end. That might be, I think that's like the play of the day. I think that's a great play by a defensive lineman, tipping the ball up in the air, staying with it, coming down with the INT inside the 10-yard line.
I'm putting my vote for Leinart's block.
That was pretty good too.
Chang, right side, Cochran. Cochran to the 50. And he needed to get to the 48-yard line for the first down. The mark will be important right now. But how about Hawaii's chances in the WAC this year? Fresno State, Hawaii, and Boise State are the big 3 in that conference.
Yep, and a lot of teams picked Hawaii to win. You can imagine why.
Offense.
And penalty on Hawaii. Offense, a lot of offense. But Boise State is hard to argue with, and so is Fresno State, Steve. Even though Fresno State's getting whacked today by Oklahoma, I'll tell you, Pat Hill has some guys always raring to play.
That's why it may come down to the game at Fresno, or October 11th at Hawaii this year. Fresno State has to travel to Hawaii. Boise State's very good, particularly with Ryan Dinwiddie at quarterback.
Well, Hawaii flagged with an unsportsmanlike conduct there, so they're getting pushed back. Be second 15. Boise State still playing on that blue turf.
I believe
that
so.
Stuff's ugly. Oh, I got to tell you. Gene Blameyer, the AD up there. Listen to me, Gene.
Michael Brewster is down at the 45-yard line.
Got to put some green stuff down. Put down some of that field turf.
Daniel Urquhart on the tackle.
Looks like grass. Feels like grass.
Remember their games at the end of the season where the blue will turn white because of the snow that's falling in Boise. But that is a huge conference. I mean, the WAC stretches from Louisiana to Hawaii.
Sure does. Our good friend Carl Benson, the commissioner of the Western Athletic Conference.
The power, though, remains in the West. Boise, Hawaii, Fresno. Third down, 7 yards to go. Incomplete, but there is a flag that goes down. Fresno State last week upset Oregon State at their place. But do you think they were a little too aggressive where they have gone this year? I mean, Pat Hill, he says bring on anybody, goes to Oklahoma. And who did he open with this year? Florida, Miami?
Who did he open with? I can't remember either. Maybe Mitch does.
Fresno State with a murderous non-conference schedule.
Tennessee. It was Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. Penalties declined. Fourth down.
You know, Steve, you asked me about it. Who should you be playing? I think, you know what? You're going to be a better team in the long run that you're playing Oklahoma, you're playing Tennessee, and you're going to their place. That's what college football is about. They're not rolling over. They're in Hawaii the same way. They're coming out playing SC. They're playing some great teams, Alabama. To be the best, you got to play the best. That's. I'm a big believer in that.
Greg Carlson will call for the fair catch inside his 10-yard line at the 9. And USC, after a 47-yard punt by Hawaii, with a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, 52-13, 12-14 left. We'll be right back.
The Pac-10 Education Initiative is a focused effort to assist teachers in improving elementary and middle school test scores. At the heart of the initiative is a learning program called Kids College, and it uses Pac-10 sports activities for boys and girls to teach math and language skills. Kids College makes learning fun. Log on now to learn more. The Pac-10, the Conference of Champions.
For the latest entertainment news, check out E-News Live. And go to E-Online for up-to-the-minute reports. E-News Live and E-Online, the entertainment news you want when you want it. Featuring exclusive stories 24/7.
This is a lot of fun.
To get the best user experience and faster download of video clips from E-Online, call your local cable operator to order your high-speed cable modem connection.
Get the latest scoop on your favorite shows and stars. Download clips in seconds. Order Cox high-speed internet today.
I think it's the word warehouse in our name that makes some people feel that our quality can't be up to par. But the fact is, the suits we carry are made with the same attention to detail as those that others sell for hundreds more. But because we sell so many, we can sell them for hundreds less. To our customers, we're like a small men's boutique. And it's only when they see the price that the word warehouse makes sense.
Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Sportsnet.
54321. Weekdays on Fox Sportsnet.
The conquering men of Troy with a 52-13 lead on the Hawaii Warriors. This game was A 3-3 ball game at the end of the first quarter, and then USC just went on a rampage. 28 unanswered points in the first quarter. Brandon Hance is the new quarterback, and he will hand the football off, moving up past the 15-yard line. Now let's send you to our College Football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Here's Washington State at number 17. Colorado just went final. First a 74-yard touchdown reception, and then Sammy Moore, 97 yards on the kickoff return for a score. Matt Kegel over 300 yards. Washington State wins 47-26.
That is impressive. Washington State going on the road and putting up 47 points. What an aggressive schedule. I mean, Notre Dame and then Colorado. Bill Doba said, you know why I got the job? Because no one else would because of our schedule.
That's good. You know what, though? I'm telling you, it was interesting to see them rebound so well after losing at Notre Dame. Brandon Hance, local product, Woodland Hills, Taft High School, went to Purdue, played a season at Purdue.
And started.
And transferred and sat out last year in practice with the USC Trojans, and now he is a Trojan, 100%.
He has had some injuries to his shoulder, and that's why he does not have the whip that he had at Purdue. And he also had some illnesses during the summer, just getting his weight and strength back.
Yeah, he had like an arthroscopic surgical procedure on his shoulder in the offseason here, Steve. But yeah, I was watching him warm up today. He was actually throwing the ball really well. I watched all the quarterbacks, and actually all of them threw the ball real well. Minard, Cassell, Brandon Hance, J.D. Booty, all those guys. And we may see Booty on the next series. The young freshman.
Tom Malone back to punt. Last time he delivered a 69-yard blast. Michael Brewster is back near his 35-yard line, and that might be too close, Michael. Malone hits it. Only short. Yeah. Brewster's going to let it go, and Malone's going to get a nice bounce inside the 30-yard line. So he ripped it pretty well for 48 yards. So Mr. Malone stays with his 48-yard average that he came into this contest with. Hawaii trying to cool off on a hot afternoon in Southern California. They're getting fried by USC as well.
Lastly, I've got an announcement that's going to make a lot of you happy. We're getting all new printers and all new copiers from a company called Kyocera Media. Tell them why, Andy.
They're simple and easy to use. They're people-friendly.
You'll access everything from your desktop. Jen?
Because they're network-friendly.
They produce brilliant color with a cost of ownership. Tom?
That's budget-friendly.
People-friendly copiers and printers only from Kyocera Media.
It's been 140 years since we began crossing this land. In that time, we've used more than our share of ingenuity and tenacity to build a company and a nation. And together, we've overcome challenges the size of mountains.
It was fast. We made it faster. It was smart. We made it smarter. Until it was as close to perfect as it's ever come. And that's saying something. Introducing the new, more powerful ES330.
College Football Saturday on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Kyocera, the new value frontier, by Union Pacific, building America, by Bank of America, higher standards, and by the best damn sports show period. For the latest in sports news, entertainment, and a whole lot more. Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, yeah.
Nearby. And Hawaii getting blasted a little bit by USC. They've got to get back in an airplane and head back to the island. Timmy Chang ready for the snap at the 25-yard line. USC brings the pressure. Jeremiah Cochran makes the catch and gets the first down out past the 40-yard line. Timmy Chang working with June Jones, who knows all about quarterbacks and their style. He played for Hawaii. And Rams, I want to talk about, we were talking with June Jones yesterday, just a few years ago, February 22nd, 2001. June Jones was in a terrible car accident, almost died, and I was vacationing in the islands at the time, and I'll bet 80% of the news coverage was given on this almost tragedy. I mean, the Hawaiian Islands love June Jones. He has given so much of his time and his support to the community. And June was telling us, and he almost broke down, telling us that he got all of the guys who were responsible for saving his life, the doctors, the emergency technicians together, and they had dinner, and each guy delivered their message of what happened that day, and it was remarkable that he is still walking on this earth.
It was powerful, him just telling us about that. I mean, that's something, you know, he's very grateful for. And, you know, he just says, obviously Hawaii, a special place in his heart, Steve, and he's able to give back, and I think he does a great job for the university, and he's a great person that they have representing the University of Hawaii. So, and he coaches great football.
He's got a fine quarterback in Timmy Jang, who gets the first down and more to the 25-yard line. Se'e Pomele, 27 yards. That was Chang's 51st pass of this game.
And they like Pomele. He came in. He was a quarterback in high school. Didn't get recruited. Ended up playing out here in California at a JC. But look at his quicks. Once he catches the ball, he's able to get up the field, Steve, make a nice gain of again, a nicely thrown pass by Timmy Chang. Chang has not been off the mark a whole lot today. He has been pressured quite a bit, though.
Chang again delivers near a first down. To the 14-yard line, it will be a first down for Hawaii. 9:19 remaining in this football game. USC dominated the second and third quarter, scoring most of their points in those periods. Chang has now completed 30 of 52 passes, and is closing in on 280 yards.
Yeah, I thought he'd throw about 50. I thought he'd get up into that.
They don't run too much. 3 wide to the left side, Rams. 1 to the right is Cochran. They're going Cochran's way, and he catches it for the touchdown.
Cochran did a great job of staying with it, Steve, because it was tight coverage by William Buchanan, and June Jones gives him a pat on the head and says, hey, nice job. Way to keep your head up. Way to keep your composure, staying after him. Watch this. He steps up. Great pocket presence, fires the ball in there. Cochran, great concentration. Ball got tipped. He stayed with it for the score.
So Hawaii will try and make it a 32-point game. 7 catches for 84 yards for Jeremiah Cochran. And the point after touchdown is good. It is now 52-20. Player of the game for USC. How about the defense with 2 touchdowns, 1 on a fumble recovery and 1 on an interception return for a touchdown. 3 takeaways, all 3 either resulted in an immediate touchdown or set up touchdown.
Well, Steve, the gateway players of the game, we talked about them. We talked about them in the front of the show. Very deserving. There's Frosty Rucker, big number 90. He got an interception today. But you know what? Those guys, they're as good as Bill. They're as good as everyone talks about. Maybe even a little better.
You know, it starts in that front 4.
Yeah, that's where it all starts.
Desi, Patterson, Cody, Nazell. When you can just rush 4 and get pressure on the quarterback and drop 7, you can do some damage in this league.
In any league. You know what? The
more so
hardest
in this
part,
one because they pass so much.
You know, in the NFL, if you get 4 guys that can rush the passer, you win.
Absolutely.
That's it. You just win.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. It's finding those 4.
Hawaii went 71 yards in 5 plays, mainly against the USC second-team defense. But even the second-team defense is strong because they have so many high school All-Americans, young but talented. Onside kick is recovered by USC at the 40-yard line. College football presented by Kyocera returns to Fox Sports Net next week when the Marshall Thundering Herd try to upset the number 7 ranked Kansas State Wildcats. College football continues next week at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Net. Check local listings at foxsports.com for the start time in your area. Kansas State knocked off a Pac-10 school earlier this year against California. Cal had a tough one. I thought they were going to take Utah on Thursday and lost in the final minute.
Yeah, that was a tough loss for Jeff Tedford's squad. Matt Castle back at quarterback.
And Castle delivers to Chauncey Washington for about a 5-6 yard gain, and Cal will have to host USC in 2 weeks.
That's going to be a big dinner. That's a big host.
Kyle Bowler is drafted in the first round, and everybody, they have to face all these tough schools to. Right now, Cal's 1-3.
You know what? I kind of want to see Booty play. I want to see J.D. Booty.
John David
Taking
Booty.
nothing away from Matt Cassell, but he's been in already.
I have a feeling he's going to see some action in the next 2 weeks because the USC Trojans have a bye week as they get ready for California. Here goes Lendell White slashing forward for a first down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, and he got the umpire.
Gets knocked over.
Yeah, Lendell White. Steve, just then I had the glasses on him. He runs with a low center of gravity, keeps his pad level low, doing a nice job following his blocks. But I tell you, you want to be an umpire? You want to be the ref? Step on in there. You don't want to be the ref. Look at this. Here they come. Oh, my goodness. He gets caught in between the...
No, thank you.
No. Gets caught in between a couple of 250-pound guys that are angry.
Get out of the way. That's Art Hines, the umpire. Now from the 24-yard line. Clock winding down inside 8 minutes left in this ball game. Matt Castle trying to get USC into the end zone. They'll run to the left side. Lendell White. White to the 20. Muscles his way to the 19-yard line. Again, we send you to our College Football Saturday studio for a Kyocera game break with Mike Goldberg.
Steve, Miami Hurricanes up to number 2 in the nation. They're taking on East Carolina. Junior Brock Berlin picking up where he left off against Florida. Third play from scrimmage. Sophomore Roscoe Parrish, 50 yards for the touchdown. 7-0 Miami. Remember, East Carolina's won the last 2 meetings of these teams.
And Mike, do you believe that Brock Berlin, after an unbelievable start and that great comeback, Miami beating Florida, he leaps himself into that Heisman race?
Yeah, I can believe it.
Having a good game against East Carolina today.
Man. You talking Heisman already?
Why not? It's September. This is what we do when the game gets to be a blowout. Here goes Lendell White, and he just charges into the end zone.
Good running.
They have quick backs. They have big backs. USC is loaded this year.
Watch him. Lendell White off tackle. Comes right along, busting tackles, Steve. And like you said, I mean, he was not to be denied. You know what's hilarious? Some guy ran on the field and no one's caught him yet.
Delane with the point after a touchdown is now 59-20. USC with the lead, and Lendell White. How about that? USC, this is what they wanted to do. They were determined to get the running game going. You average 5.5 yards per carry, score 4 touchdowns. Norm Chow will be delighted about that, particularly with so many young running backs. A sophomore in Dennis and 3 true freshmen in Reggie Bush, Lendell White, and Chauncey Washington.
Tell you what, they have had, they wondered what they had with these young backs. They have a bright future with the young backs, is what they have, because they are some hard runners. Look at the outburst today. USC 59 points. How about that? The most since the last time these two teams met.
It was June Jones' very first game at Hawaii. They would lose 62-7. Then he would go on to tie or for the WAC championship. A 10-game win streak, and they will move it on to 11 after this one. California, Washington, at Oregon was tough, at UCLA, and towards the end of the year, Notre Dame, Iowa in the Orange Bowl. They blasted them as Carson Palmer just lit up the Hawkeyes.
Hey, Steve, the thing about when you look at those 10 teams that they played, there's no sleepers there. There's no gimmies. No, those are all hard-fought games.
And there will be no gimmies again this year for USC. Hawaii came in a WAC contender. They're picked to finish in the top of their, and they have given up 59 points to USC. USC, though, their schedule is very aggressive. They have a stretch that's incredible, a 5-week stretch from September 27th through October, where the only home game is Stanford. They follow October 18th, road game at Notre Dame. You know where they have to go after going to Notre Dame? They have to go to Washington.
Yeah.
So USC will have it tough.
Yeah, they miss Oregon. I think they're lucky to miss Oregon. I really do.
Yeah, but Arizona State misses Washington.
Yeah, that's
vice
right.
versa.
That's right.
And those are the 3 heavyweights in the conference this year. Chang trying to elude pressure. Uh-oh. Is that a safety? Yes, it is. And USC has 61 points.
Man.
Travis Tofi. Tommy Trojan, Traveler saying, we're getting out of here. This baby's over.
They just pursue relentlessly, Steve. Watch them just coming after Timmy Chang. They don't give up. They grab a hold of him. And again, it's that knowing they're playing well. Again, rushing 4 guys coming off the edge. They flash on Timmy Chang. He's just not able to get rid of the ball. Tofi there to make the hit. Bring him down for the safety in the end zone.
Well, USC continues their strength this year against the rush. Auburn and Brigham Young had averaged only 44 yards per game rushing the football, and Hawaii has been held to 26. And after that 21-yard loss.
Total yards for Hawaii? How many total yards does Hawaii have now? Actually, they lost some on that one. 319 yards. So
most of it, obviously, is through the air.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, but they've taken some. Yeah, that was a big loss there. But you know, Steve, and of course, after a safety, you got to kick it off or punt it from your own 20. So that's where they elect to do so here.
And USC will just keep it on the ground. I mean, Pete Carroll really respects June Jones. They are great friends. They both coached against each other in the NFL. The last thing Pete Carroll wants to do is run it up against Hawaii and his friend. So he will just keep the ball on the ground. And here comes USC. And there's nothing Pete Carroll can do about this. He tells the guys, young men, keep running. This is Justin Wyatt getting all the way to midfield. 31 yards in the return.
Good running. Nice running. Nice piece of running there. Well, the USC is a good team. Well coached, disciplined, playing with confidence. Steve, a lot of good things happen when all those things come together. They have the right, they have the right mix of seniors, juniors, freshmen, sophomores. Of course, they, losing Carson Palmer and Troy Polamalu, 2 All-Americans, you're gonna miss something in terms of leadership, but other guys have stepped up, the grit of goods.
Brandon Hance throws to his tight end, Kurt Katnick, and Katnick has the first down. Leonard Peters on the tackle. Well, Pete Carroll, an NFL head coach with the Jets and the Patriots. June Jones was with the Falcons and Chargers. Wow, they put 61 on the board against Western Athletic Conference power Hawaii. And USC's schedule will give them a bye next week as they get ready for Pac-10 conference play against California. That will be a road trip.
Yeah, that coaching stuff's not easy. You know that? Got to keep a lot of people going in the same direction.
Let's go to a college football Saturday studio game break.
Now, Steve, welcome back inside our college football Saturday kickoff studios. Kellen Winslow, Billy Ray Smith. Let's look at this big day in college football. How about triple overtime? Ohio State survives again.
Yeah, they pulled it out. It was a great win for them. Questionable call. Krenzel did not play as well as you would like. 3 ill-advised throws that turned into interceptions. But I'll tell you right now, Billy Ray, I'm willing to, I wouldn't say bet you, but I just said it, didn't I? Okay, that Ohio State falls in the polls after the big loss by Texas and Michigan taking care of Notre Dame the way they did. It wouldn't surprise me if Ohio State fell another spot in the polls.
Well, and you know what? I'm sure that would be fine with Ohio State. I mean, they realize that as long as they keep winning, they can't be denied, but it's going to be tough for them to keep winning if they keep playing like this.
Will they fall behind both number 4 USC and number 5 Michigan? We know they won't fall behind Texas, number 6. They were upset today. Couple upsets as always. Back to you, Steve Fizia.
And Mike, I've got a question for Kellen Winslow. What if Miami is challenged by East Carolina? Should Miami fall all the way down with Kellen's son plays tight end for the Hurricane? Tune in next week for Kellen's answer.
I'll tune in. I want to hear.
Here comes USC running the football. Reggie Bush, and Bush gains about 1.
So what do you think his answer would be?
Of course not. Miami's the best football team in the nation. My son plays for them. Oklahoma's pretty good. So is Ohio State. Michigan
is awfully good. We don't want to start talking about that BCS just yet. I promised Dwayne Lindbergh I would be one of the associate commissioners of the Pac-10.
We'll wait until October before Tom Ramsey steps on the BCS.
Before I get all wound up, have a couple cups of coffee. Woo, okay.
I just lay out when you get going.
Well, now
let me get your soapbox for you, Tom.
I carry it with me.
Bush for about 5 or 6. Well, I understand Kellen Winslow's with us now. So if East Carolina challenges Miami today, should Miami fall behind USC, Kellen?
Well, Tom, Steve, that's what you really want to know is how far USC should go up after handling Hawaii. Miami, I think, will take care of East Carolina today. I think the poll's going to look like Oklahoma, Miami, Michigan, USC, and then Ohio State.
Wait a second. Where's Arkansas in that whole deal?
Yeah.
Well, they might be in.
How about them Hogs now?
See, I knew Billy Ray would get excited about that Arkansas. Hey, now.
Arkansas should move up, but how about the Missouri Tigers, Kellen's old team?
Again, I'll defer to Kellen.
Brad Smith's a pretty good quarterback for those Tigers. They might upset some Big 12 foes this year.
See, Billy Ray got hot, man. He wants to see those Razorbacks up there. I don't blame him.
Big Suey. 5:41 remaining. USC with a 61-20 lead on the Hawaii Warriors. One big team in the top 10 lost today. Texas losing to Billy Ray Smith's Arkansas Razorbacks. That final score was 38-28. More impressive about that was the fact that it was in Austin, Texas, of all places.
Yeah, that's not an easy place to play.
3rd and 5.
Was Arkansas even ranked? Arkansas wasn't even ranked.
So 3rd and 5. Keep it on the ground here, Fizz.
Keep it on the ground.
Keep it on the ground. USC 420 yards of total offense today.
Reggie Bush stuffed. And it will be 4th down, and the clock will continue to wind down inside 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here at the Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles. It has all been USC as Hawaii tried to make Matt Leinart beat them, and he did just that. 15 of 22 passing, and the defense of USC was outstanding, forcing so many turnovers. Trojans 61-20. Steve Fizziak with Tom Ramsey. 4 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. 4th and 7. Matt Leinart, one of the offensive stars of this game. He's given away to Brandon Hance. They'll run the football again. There's a flag down. Reggie Bush goes, and Reggie Bush does not stop until he gets the 1st down, but a flag is thrown on the play.
Might have been a motion call, Steve. Flag came out awfully early.
The coverage.
One of the SC players was in motion, Sandy Fletcher. He might have anticipated the snap a little bit too much.
But you know what's impressive about this guy? He follows his blockers very well for a freshman.
Oh, yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, it was motion. He is a good player. Although I'm impressed. They got some good young running backs. And Herschel Dennis had a nice day.
How about their wide receivers? You've got Williams and Colbert, but their backups, Steve Smith, high school All-American, Taft High School. Our director, Doug Freeman, went to several of his games and scouted him and reported to us that USC is going to get a good one in Steve Smith.
Doug Freeman scouting. I like that. I never got those notes. He didn't pass them all on to me.
I got them. The Doug Freeman scouting book. He also sent a lot of quarterbacks onto college programs. Kyle Bowler is in his area. Kyle Matter. Reggie Bush sweeps the left side, and Reggie Bush goes down. He will gain no yard. But let's take a look at all of the Trojans' touchdowns today, and there have been a bundle. Ronald Nunn.
Wow.
Reggie Bush.
We had to get a big reel for this.
Barry Colbert. Mike Williams. Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush. Style points. Jason Leach. Lindale White.
Lindale White.
How about that? Hey, style points though. Reggie Bush by far and away. Reggie Bush gets the 10.
Great job by our great crew. Those tape operators in the truck doing a fabulous job today. Jason Whieldon now in the game. Whieldon is the guy who had the 359-yard performance back on August 30th in their victory over Appalachian State. He is from Orange Lutheran High School here in Southern California and then went to Saddleback Junior College. He set all kinds of records at Orange Lutheran.
Kele Ikipi is he should get the stiff arm of the day. With that one stiff arm earlier in the game. Man. Nice run, Justin.
Whieldon on first down, 4 minutes to go. Right side, Michael Brewster. Well, Timmy Chang's numbers in this game, 31 of 53 for 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But USC's offense and defense just overpowering in this contest.
Well, the 2 interceptions really hurt, too, because the one was for a score, Jason Leach, and the other one, Rucker, ended up intercepting it inside the 10-yard line. SC scored a few plays later. Those two, that's a big 14-point swing, and if those don't happen, Steve, and they make a little run on it in the fourth quarter, you know, you convert an onside kick here and there, a little different makeup of the game.
Cochran with the catch, and he is out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Clock stops at 3:15 left.
But I tell you, Hawaii came in, they played hard, they played fast, but they just played a team that's bigger and faster. They play with the same intensity, I'll tell you that, but SC is strong, and they're strong up front.
And as Pete Carroll told us yesterday, he said, our guys are now experienced. They understand the system, so they play fast.
That's a luxury of having veteran players, that guys you go out and recruit.
Whieldon escapes. Now he throws the football, and it's almost intercepted. There is a flag down in the play.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold. They're going to call a hold, and that play will come back and go against the Warriors.
USC trying to win 11 straight for the first time in more than 20 years. Let's check out this penalty. They've got some big games coming up.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, previous spot. Still first down.
Last time it happened was part of a 28-game unbeaten streak from 1978 to 1980. The national championship involved in that, 26-2. And this year they've got some very rugged opponents, including going to Notre Dame this year.
I have to laugh because I was part of that streak. I was part of one of those losses in there.
Ooh, what a hit.
That was a big
hit. Chris Bakich really delivering the blow. Chris Bocage with the tackle. As USC really unloading their bench, getting their third teamers in the contest. Trojans came in with a record of 2-0, having shut out Auburn at Auburn 23-0. Well, here goes the big fullback again, and he lowers the groceries to the 15-yard line. West Kali'ikipi, a walk-on. And he might be June Jones' secret weapon.
You never know.
The rest of the season.
Nice run.
19 yards on the carry. He now has 6 carries for 39 yards, over 6 yards per crack. Football at the 14-yard line, 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Kali'ikipi stays in the football game. Ball resting at the 13-yard line. Jason Whieldon. Whieldon, end zone, incomplete.
Looked like Whieldon was expecting Chad Owens to break in the middle, and he just didn't. Jason Whieldon has he's got a good grasp of the offense, Steve. As you said, against Appalachian State, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns in the opening game for the Warriors. I mean, those are big numbers.
And he had huge numbers coming out of Orange Lutheran High School, and then great numbers coming out of Saddleback, but received no scholarship offers. Hawaii was the only one.
Undersized guy.
And even though they had Chang, he went to Hawaii and has proven himself.
And June Jones said something real interesting about undersized guys.
Incomplete.
He said, you know what? I don't care if a guy's undersized. If a guy can play quarterback, he can play quarterback. Right? I mean, that's the...
If a guy can play, he can play. I mean, how many times have we seen undersized guys? Let's see, Ty Detmer, one of the toughest competitors you'll ever see. He was at Brigham Young.
Boy, Ty Detmer, he was a gunslinging, throwing guy, wasn't he? Man. All right, well, you expect them to take 2 shots here to get in the end zone.
1:49 left. Whieldon fires incomplete. It's 4th down now for Hawaii as they're trying to find the end zone for the 3rd time in this game. They had a couple of field goals early, then 2 touchdowns in the second half when USC had mainly their second teamers on the field. Michael Brewster was the intended target.
And Jason Rivers that time, the young freshman, not able to come down with the football. June Jones sending the play back in with Whieldon.
Jason Rivers goes far left, 3 wide to the right side, including Jeremiah Cochran, who caught 3 touchdowns last week from Whieldon. The pass goes down the middle, and it is a touchdown.
Made up for a drop. See that? Come back. That's what I like about UH football, Steve. They're right back at it.
Jason Rivers scores his first touchdown of his young career, the true freshman from Oahu St. Louis High School.
It's a nice throw here. Found a seam. Rivers caught the ball out in front. Nice job. Kind of just a short post. Gets right by the defender. Defender falls down. Ball's on time. Touchdown, Warriors. I like when teams don't give up. It is a sign of you know what? You can always go and get better, right? You miss the extra point. Ayat just hooks it left.
I agree with you because you go back to 1999, June Jones' first game. They were blown out by USC 62-7. They come back and tie for the WAC championship that year with 9 victories. College football presented by Kyocera returns to Fox Sports Net next week when Marshall and the Thundering Herd try to upset the number 7 ranked team in the nation, Kansas State, and their excellent quarterback, L. Roberson. College football continues next week at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Net. Check local listings at foxsports.com for the start time in your area. Well, the Pac-10 has some good games later today. Illinois is at UCLA. Washington State, of course, upset Colorado this afternoon. Oregon State right now is entertaining Oregon State. And later tonight, the Pac-10 opener, Oregon at Arizona. How do you see that one?
I like Oregon.
I do too.
I like Oregon, and I'm the only guy in the country that likes their uniforms.
I like the green ones. The yellow ones, I
like
need to
the
talk
yellow
to Coach Bellotti about.
Yeah, you'll talk to him, and I'll say, boy, I like them. And he'll say, Rams, can I give you a set? Would you wear them around Colorado? Probably not.
You know what it might be about? It might be about recruiting.
Oh, they recovered the onside. Nice job by the Warriors.
Roy just does not quit.
No. It's
June Jones did tell us the USC defense is the best defense he has seen in his time back in college football. Here's the onside kick again.
That's a great onside kick. Anytime, Ayat did a great job, Steve, of getting the ball. It took a short hop and then it went up in the air, 30 feet up in the air. Well, now you got a shot. It's got to travel 10 yards. And they played a little volleyball with it, and Warriors came down with it. Nice play.
So Jason Whieldon has a minute 37 to take his team down to the end zone and score.
And this can be dangerous sometimes because you might try and squeeze in a throw where maybe ordinarily you wouldn't here, trying to get some points. And don't bet. You can bet USC's defense is going to try and jump on the ball too. If they're trying to get an interception, go the other way.
Incomplete with 1:33 left in the game.
Khomeini, intended receiver.
Well, a lot of people left early, didn't they, Steve?
Well,
they were up packed big. Up. Yeah, a lot of people left right at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
73,654 here this afternoon at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Jason Whieldon completes the pass at the 45-yard line, and the clock will continue to wind down as A. Pomele makes the catch. USC with their 11th straight win today, also their 11th straight at home. Their last home loss was against the Stanford Cardinal in the year 2001 in late September. Is that Chris Lewis game where he had a touchdown pass right in the final moments? To the 50-yard line, just short of a first down, but right in midfield, the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so I imagine they go for it here.
Ryan Jake with the tackle.
The clock continues to wind down. Utah State is at Arizona State. How about those Sun Devils?
Well, I like Andrew Walter a lot. He's another guy, Steve, great arm strength, get the ball all over the field, plays in a great dynamic offense.
He made that catch, a heck of a catch, and Cochran is hurt. Oh, what a shame, Rams, because he is their top receiver. They lost Nate Ilawa last week because of a knee injury. That was his 9th catch for 116 yards.
Boy, he made, that's a super catch, Steve, but boy, I can't tell if he hurt his ankle or his knee. But either way, man, that was a lot of pain. Jason Whieldon, that's just not what you want to have happen if you're June Jones, especially one of your last plays. That's a great catch. Man. Boy, what a catch. Wow.
Well, they're acting like it's a cramp. Yeah, he was in a lot of pain when he came down. What a great catch by Jeremiah Cochran.
Yeah, not good. It's just that. Yeah, I was going to say, you know, I was going to say this a few minutes ago. The receivers in this offense, Steve, they run so much. They must run 5 miles during the game. I mean, it is up and down the field, and that's where you got to be so deep at receiver.
Just 2 miles when you go in motion.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's a long afternoon of running, especially when it's hot out here.
Well, with 23 seconds left, Jason Whieldon will have a first down at the USC 25-yard line.
Hats off to Mom. She knew how to start your day off right. No toasty flakes for you. What you need is the kind of hot, hearty breakfast that would earn Mom's stamp of approval. So right now at Whataburger, we're serving breakfast biscuits for under $1. How about that, Mom?
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
Uh-oh, we need more brick. Brick!
I love this job. Acme Brick, proud sponsor of the Troy Aikman Foundation for Children.
Well, I was raised in Texas. I'm tried and true. Well, I'm a lone star, son of a gun, baby. Red, white, and blue. I was raised in Texas till the day I die. Well, give me outlaw country, Willie, Waylon. It's a darn good life.
Brake Check. Doing it right for Texas for 35 years. Now open on Sundays, too.
Gimme that, gimme that, gimme that. Psst. Hey you, let me let you in on a little secret. Tony Roma's is a great place for lunch. The great $6 weekday lunch is our way of saying Tony Roma's is more than just great ribs. Choose from 9 lunches for only $6. That's right, $6. And this includes our healthy summer salad, sandwich platters, and Tony Roma's famous barbecue chicken with fries and coleslaw. Your choice, $6. Tony Roma's, now famous for lunch.
Surprise me that opponents do the horns down. I see that all the time. I've just never seen a coach do it. I mean, it kind of shocked me to look over there and see the coach on the other side doing a negative sign for our team. I've never seen that before.
In Austin today, and they are dancing in the hills of Arkansas tonight. Welcome to Nissan.